protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the We Are City channel. We're back again with another live stream, an interactive live stream of all of the happenings of the Manchester derby. Manchester City versus Manchester United, of course. Hopefully we're all City fans here. You don't have to be a City fan to watch this live stream. You can support whoever, possibly Manchester United. You just want alternative commentary compared to whoever is on the Sky Sports one. As usual, like last time, if you watch the Fulham stream, just time up your time on the scoreboard with our time and our scoreboard, and hopefully, unlike last time, I won't accidentally turn the scoreboard off, and you should be able to watch the game as usual. I'm joined by my friend once again.
Hey, you alright?
He's here once again to do a bit of commentary with us. Us together, we're a better team than, I don't know, Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher, I'd say.
Yeah, well, should be anyway.
We hope so. And this is the 183rd Manchester derby. Would you believe it? How many there's actually been? And I was reading up on it earlier, and the first Manchester derby was in 1881. That's 139 years ago. So a long time ago to see the Manchester derby. Of course, none of us were there to see that. Definitely not me and definitely not you either.
No.
So let's have a look at the team that's been put out today. As you can see, the left-hand side of the team is there, but we're going to show the team compared to the Manchester United team in mainly the formations that we think both sides will be playing. So we can see on the left-hand City there, they've gone with a 4-2-3-1, you'd say, with the two holding midfielders in Rodri and Fernandinho. What do you think about that?
I think it's a brave selection, but at the same time, I suppose you're going to need it if we're just playing on the counter-attack to sort of try and break us down. But sure, Fernandinho will be doing his little fouling tricks, won't he, all the way through the game. But yeah, I can see why Pep's gone with that, just to sort of stop the counter-attack, really.
Yeah, and of course, two City fans here, we know what Manchester United are like, and we know that they do want to just play on the counter, and they've gone with a midfield diamond, as you can see there. Fernandes playing sort of a false nine role, with Greenwood and Rashford playing sort of wide, high, but also inside as well. I think they're going to cause a lot of problems for Diaz and Stones, and I know Stones has been good in recent weeks, but I do worry about Stones against Rashford. I'm hoping that Walker's the one who sort of contains Rashford for the full game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether on the attack that Walker and Cancelo both get forward, or if one of them sort of opts to stay back to sort of keep up with Rashford and Greenwood, or whether they both go forward and Rodri and Fernandinho sort of drop in between and keep that back four maintained. But you've surely got to think one of the full-backs is going to stay back, just in case. Yeah,
and I think the danger for Manchester United is today, due to this formation that City are playing, is the fact that Kevin De Bruyne is playing in a pretty much free role in that middle behind Jesus, so he can go anywhere.
Yeah, that's the danger, is in picking up them gaps and getting the ball fed into him and just slipping it through to Jesus up front. And Jesus, as we said last week, tends to come and pick the ball up and move off rather than just sort of getting it fed through to him, which is going to cause problems. I can sort of see them two swapping and changing about De Bruyne being up front sometimes. Maybe Sterling as well, sort of getting in the mix and just being a fluid sort of front three.
Yeah, and I suppose the last win City did have at Old Trafford was in the cup, I think. Was it the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup?
Yeah,
and Pep Guardiola went with that De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva as the two forwards and sort of a double false nine, which I'm surprised. I don't think anyone's ever seen before. We were very surprised, and that worked really well against Manchester United. Obviously, he's gone for something different today, but United themselves have sort of gone with that false nine with Fernandes pretty much at the front of the attack.
Yeah, I was very surprised to see Pogba in the team today, to be honest, after hearing all what's gone on this week. Yeah. I thought he wouldn't have been even in the squad, but obviously, I presume they think they need him, don't they? But I don't know. Bit strange,
I'm hoping that mentally Pogba isn't ready for this game. Although, that being said, the last time Pogba's agent came out was before another Manchester derby, in which City were running away with the league, and they could have lifted the league title against Manchester United, and they were 2-0 up at half-time, and Pogba just seemed to turn it on, didn't he?
Yeah, Sanchez scored in that game. That was one of the only goals he scored for him in that game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I can't see him being like that today. I don't know. It's a bit strange, the formation they're playing, really, because, like you say, Fernandes is going to be behind the strikers in that false nine, and then you've got Fred and McTominay in defensive midfield, but where's Pogba going to be? Just sort of floating about, I presume.
Yeah,
sort of a mix of both.
I think when we're saying about the double false nine, I don't know if United are going for that. You know, the fact that Pogba doesn't want to defend himself, does he? McTominay and Fred are going to sit in front of that back four, and then you could see Pogba and Fernandes being as the forward two players, really, that are sort of picking up with Rashford and Greenwood. I think Rashford and Greenwood in behind is a massive danger for City, because Cancelo's not going to want to defend. He's not that sort of fullback. He's decent, but he don't want to defend. He wants to come into midfield. He wants to be in attacking positions. I think it's going to be very much a lot of pressure on Kyle Walker today to do the defending for City.
Yeah, and I think Mason Greenwood's going to be full of confidence today because he scored last week, didn't he?
Yeah.
So there's that going to give him a bit of confidence now, his first goal of the season, to get back into things again, because he played well last season, to be fair to him. He scored quite a few goals, didn't he? So, and he seems to be able to finish everything that he gets, so giving him an opportunity today,
I mean,
if he gets any
even from a
chances, he'll take them.
Even from a City fan, you can appreciate how good Mason Greenwood is.
Oh,
I mean, when he hits the ball, he hits it, doesn't he?
Yeah, last season was unbelievable for him. He didn't miss, really. He just seemed to score. He didn't score too many goals, but when he got a chance, he scored, didn't he? So that's going to be a bit of an issue if he gets through, especially with the speed as well. But I don't know. It's going to be an interesting game. Hopefully, I just hope it's not.
I think that as well. Key players in this game. I'm going to go for a key player on United side, and I'm going to say Harry Maguire.
Yeah. He's but to be fair to him, since all that sort of scandal kicked off in the summer when he's been back, he's not been that bad for him, has he? He's just been sort of all right for him, but I don't think he's the player that they thought he was going to be, is he? For £80 million. I wouldn't pay £80 million for him now.
Well, that's it. I mean, when they signed him, they paid more than what Liverpool paid for Van Dijk, and the idea was that they were signing a player who was equivalent to the Liverpool signing of Virgil van Dijk, and I don't think Harry Maguire is even half the player that Virgil van Dijk is.
No, definitely.
And that's a worry for United. I mean, I'm looking at this United side and I'm thinking Maguire and Lindelof, City are really going to have to try and get at them today.
Yeah, I mean, I heard Roy Keane earlier speaking about the game, and he seemed to say that the defence was his biggest worry for United, saying that they look a bit weak, and it seems to be a recurring theme that he says every week. So, it must be.
And another one I don't particularly rate is Scott McTominay. I think he's in there purely for the fact that he will put fouls in and he will get in the face of the City players.
Yeah, he's just average, isn't he? Really.
Yeah.
He's not like amazing at anything. He's just all right, isn't he? So he does a job, I think, for him. But you can certainly say, I think, if they had someone better, then he wouldn't be in the team.
I mean, I also looking at this United side, I'm concentrating very much on United here, but we've got to pick out the weakness in this side and where we think City will attack them. I think Wan-Bissaka, he's not going to do anything going forward. He's going to have Sterling on him all game, and I can see why Pep, from looking at that now and thinking about it, has picked Cancelo over Mendy. You think Mendy's an overlapping fullback who is pretty one-dimensional. He gets to the byline and he crosses it, whereas Cancelo can go inside, outside. Wan-Bissaka, there's no doubt, is a good one-on-one defender, and he's pretty much locked up Sterling every time they've played City. But with Sterling and Cancelo on him, I think he might struggle today.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, like you say, that Cancelo gets forward all game and it ends up being a back three for City with Walker, Diaz and Stones in a three, with Cancelo playing almost in central midfield when they're going forward. So, like you say, getting past, Wan-Bissaka's only one man at the end of the day, so he might stop Sterling. But if he's got an overlap run past him, then, what can you do?
And surely, from a City point of view, if anyone's watched Manchester United, I mean, the plenty of goals that I've seen them concede, it's someone going down the right or left-hand side and crossing it to the back post. And then there's just no one there. The fullbacks get sucked in by the defenders, don't they? So often.
Yeah, they're either too wide or too sort of narrow. They never sort of seem to be in the right position for them, do they?
No, I don't know if that's to do with Maguire and Lindelof. I don't know if Solskjaer is worried about the quality of Maguire and Lindelof, and he's asking Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, to sort of stick tight to them, to keep them sort of a bit more happy with knowing that there's someone there to protect them if they do make a mistake.
Yeah, a bit of comfortable sort of.
But when that happens, I mean, unfortunately for United, especially playing this formation for them, that Rashford and Greenwood, they're not really going to track back. They're playing sort of as a double striker, just a wide double striker. They don't want to track back, so it's up to McTominay on the right-hand side, who I do believe will do this job. He will hold down that right-hand side with Wan-Bissaka and try and help him out against Cancelo and Sterling. But Pogba on the left-hand side, I'm not too sure he'll be doing anything defensively for Manchester United.
No, I think the biggest threat in terms of attacking for United is Bruno Fernandes. I think he just seems to be causing problems against everyone, doesn't he? No matter how bad the rest of the team are playing, he seems to sort of be turning up. But he's got to have a bad game eventually. He's been good, hasn't he, since
the thing is with him,
back. So
I don't think he's anywhere near the level of despite United fans try to claim he is. But one thing I will give Fernandes credit for is the fact that no matter how bad he plays in a game, he'll come up with a goal or an assist every single time.
Yeah.
And it sort of takes everyone's mind away from the fact that he's been terrible. Like, I think it was the Southampton game. I saw him play where Cavani came on and scored that hat-trick. Was it? Or got 2 goals and assist.
Got 2,
was it? Yeah. And Fernandes was, I thought, terrible in that game, but did he get the assist for Cavani's goal or 2 assists for Cavani's goal?
And he scored,
and he sort of
I
took
think,
away
well,
from it. Yeah, so it completely took away from it. And I was having a look. Fernandes has played, I'm not sure how many games in the Premier League this season, but he's scored in the Premier League
25 since he
25
started.
games.
Since like we come back after lockdown or whatever. Since he signed in January, didn't he? So he started then, and I think it's something like 25 games, and he's got 26 goal contributions or something like that.
See, the stats for him look pretty good. I mean, I've got here that he's scored 15 goals this season so far in just the Premier League, which is incredible for a midfielder. I mean, seven of them have been penalties, but even so, you got to score him exactly that. He did miss one against Newcastle.
And I mean, if we take a look at City's team, I think the problems are going to be that we're going to cause is Mahrez down that left hand side against Shaw.
Yeah.
And well, whichever side they play on, because I think I've got a feeling that they're just sort of going to, that front three of Mahrez, De Bruyne, and Jesus are just going to sort of float about. And I think if they get down against Shaw defensively isn't that good. He's all right, but he's not amazing, is he? So, like you said, Pogba's not going to be coming back to help. So he's going to be isolated on his own. So City can really sort of penetrate down that side.
I think as a City point of view, from a City fan's point of view, the only worry with Riyad Mahrez is which Mahrez is going to turn up. The fact that definitely. Is it going to be the Mahrez that just wants to cut inside every single time, and Shaw's going to have no problems because he knows exactly where he's going, or he's going to do a bit something different and try and go on the outside and get a cross in, or feint down the outside and finally get on the inside. I mean, it reminds me a bit of Ian Robben in that sense that Robben, he always did exactly the same thing on that left hand side, but it always works. But Mahrez, I don't think he's not that quality of Ian Robben. Unfortunately, I think he's a good player, but he's not as good as Ian Robben.
I think the problem is with Mahrez is I think he likes to play behind the striker, doesn't he? But you've obviously, City have got that many different players that play behind the striker.
Yeah.
He has to play on the wing, doesn't he? Which is why he cuts inside all the time onto his left foot.
Something I hope City aren't going to do today. I know what Pep's like for things like this, but I think it was in the Spurs game we had Mahrez really high and wide on the right, and the left back who would be Cancelo really high wide on the left, and then the wingers high and wide. And Mahrez, I just don't think he suits playing out far wide. He needs someone like Cancelo playing at right back to sort of let him drift inside and drift about, whereas Walker is sort of like Mendy. To me, he's a one-dimensional fullback. He's quick and he's strong, and that's great, but he can't cross. He's not incredible going forward, and he's like Wan-Bissaka in a way. He's better just staying back. I mean, he's much more quality on the ball than Wan-Bissaka, but he's better when he's not going forward. Yeah,
I agree with you there. It's going to be an interesting game because I think both sides aren't in the greatest of form. Even though I know City have picked up a win midweek and a win at the weekend against a reasonably poor Fulham side. But, they're not playing the best, are they? It's not, the City of 3 years ago, is it? So it's going to be an interesting game.
Well, if you're watching on Sky Sports, two teams are coming out now, so we'll flick over to our screen where you can see there the two sides coming out. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer waves to the fans, and they're going to go through teams here, and we'll go through them as well. I'll read them out to you as they appear on screen. As you can see, the City team out left-hand side there, the City team. So De Gea in goal for Manchester United, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Shaw is the back four. Hopefully Mahrez can get at them. We've got Fred, McTominay, Bruno Fernandes and Pogba in the middle. They say for Manchester United, which would be more of a diamond, like we said, with Bruno Fernandes playing sort of as a striker. And then Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood up top, probably playing as wingers or coming inside. They're going to be a big danger for City on the counter. And that 4-4-2 or 4-3-3, however you want to call that formation.
Yeah, they sort of playing that diamond again, aren't they? Like you say, it just pops up on the screen. Well, that's what they think they're going to be doing anyway. But
and this is Pep Guardiola's Manchester City side. So Ederson starts in goal, a back four of Kyle Walker, John Stones, Ruben Dias, a new signing, and João Cancelo. So Portuguese connection on one side and English connection on the other. And we've got Rodri and Fernandinho holding down the midfield and hopefully holding down the midfield. We need Rodri to have a good game today. He usually does alongside Fernandinho. And then Riyad Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne and Raheem Sterling in support of Gabriel Jesus up front today. No Sergio Aguero, but he is on the bench. He came back and scored against Marseille in midweek. And hopefully... Well, Sergio Aguero isn't even on the bench. I didn't even notice that.
I know.
That is a shock. I assumed he was on the bench. I didn't even check the bench. No Aguero on the bench. I wonder why that is.
Maybe just, I don't know, I suppose it was his first game back midweek, wasn't it? So maybe it's just sort of a lack of match fitness and he'd rather give someone else a bit of a chance that is fully fit.
Sergio on the bench is even if he isn't fully fit, to bring him on. For
Well,
the last
yeah.
5 minutes, he's one of them players who can grab a goal.
Yeah, definitely. He can certainly finish, can't he? So it is a bit of a strange decision. I wonder if they'll sort of ask him after the game why he's not been included in the squad today.
It's an odd one. Well,
I think
two sides there already.
The one worry is Stones again at the back, as I said, against Fulham at the weekend. I know he's been playing all right, but he's just due a mistake, and
Yeah.
at some point he tends to have him in the bigger games, and I think that's going to be a real worry at the back. But that's if United actually get forwards.
I think United are just going to be purely counter-attacking, trying to catch City out all the way through, and I'm hoping City don't fall to it and City can actually control that counter-attack. I think the two in midfield is a good idea, Rodri and Fernandinho, the combination. It's whether something goes wrong and we make a mistake, which is something that we tend to do, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, you can see one of them dropping into the back sort of four, can't you, sometimes as well?
Yeah.
Maybe when United are coming forward, Fernandinho dropping into that centre-back role and Rodri sort of staying in the midfield, but I can't imagine that's going to be needed very often. I don't think United will have much possession in the City half. I think it'll just be a case of counter-attacking, really.
If I was City, the one player I want in possession all the time is Wan-Bissaka. Keep letting him have space, keep letting him have the ball. Because he's clueless, I think, when he's on it. He doesn't know what to do with it.
I think that's the same with most of United's back four, really. I think Lindelof's not bad on the ball, but Maguire and Shaw aren't great. You can give them a lot of space and they're not going to pick a pass. So it's going to be interesting.
Well, the game has kicked off now. 9 seconds in straight away.
Horrendous. There we go.
Finally zoomed out. So Pogba there. I think that was him who cleared it away.
Straight away. Big lump.
His first and last defensive bit of work for Paul Pogba that he's been wanting to do today. United are quickly on the press though for City. And Cancelo's
I think you'll
struggling.
see that. I think we'll see that with his front three from United. I think Fernandes is full of energy and so is Greenwood and Rashford. I think they're going to try and press, but once you beat that, I don't think the rest of the team's going to press up, and that's where the space will be, behind, between the midfield and the forwards. Oh,
nice touch by Mahrez into De Bruyne. City. De Bruyne tries a ball in behind there that was going to Sterling. He's trying another one. And David De Gea catched it. Not a bad start there.
Surprised he caught that there.
We know what it's like. I'm surprised they're not playing Henderson.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit of an issue at their club at the moment, doesn't it? He's putting in that. I think the fans tend to want Henderson in because De Gea's not been great for him, but I don't know. Maybe he'll leave in the summer.
United playing out from the back here and playing into danger. Maguire has to lump it long towards Rashford, who I don't think he's going to win any headers in the air against Fernandinho. He's not the tallest Fernandinho, but he always seems to get up there.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good tactic for them, just lumping the ball forward at the moment, like you say, but they've got no other option really, have they?
Not if City pen them in.
No, that's it. You can see that the ball movement for United already is too slow to break this press. City aren't even having to run anywhere. They just sort of stood still and just moving side to side.
Well, Rashford's on the ball here. Rashford's definitely a danger man. He's a bit like Mahrez to me. You don't know which Rashford's going to turn up because some days you watch him and you think, wow, you know what, Rashford is one of the best English players you've got, and then the next day you think he's terrible.
Yeah.
And there's no in between with him.
No, he's a bit inconsistent.
Maguire plays a nice sweeping ball, but
surely
Luke Shaw is offside.
I was going to say, looked it. I think
that's where not the quickest.
That's where they're going to attack, isn't it? Is City sort of trying to concentrate on Greenwood and Rashford and sort of that back four not being very wide. And the fullback's getting down and that ball from the centre-back's going over. I think that looks to be the sort of game plan for them. Really, I think City needs to try and keep the fullbacks wide just to sort of prevent that.
Pogba working hard there to win that back. Cancelo had no other options there but just to pass it across to Walker, do his best to try and pass it away to Walker. I think a real good thing for City is as well, with Ederson in goal, you've got a goalkeeper who can break the press himself like a midfielder.
Yeah, I think he's definitely the best ball-playing keeper in the league, if not in the world, isn't he? 100%. Yeah. What a signing he was. Especially, he's not even that old, is he? How old is he? Like 25, is he, or something like that?
Yeah, 26, 27.
Yeah.
For a keeper, it's no age.
No, definitely not. Sterling's dropping deep here to pick the ball up.
I think United have started well with pressing, but the problem is if City getting behind it like so, De Bruyne. It's a nice idea. Outside the boot pass into Jesus. And Cancelo into it. He's give a foul for that on De Bruyne on
That
McTominay.
wasn't a foul. That was a bit of a weight decision.
For anyone who's a few minutes ahead in the game, I think Jade in the live chat has said there, unfortunately that's what happens when you stream and you can't be in exact time. So if you just pause your game, if you've got it on live TV or you've got the ability to pause it, then please do pause it and time it up with our timer, then you'll be in exact time then. Otherwise you will be a few minutes ahead possibly.
I think mine's about just going on to 4 minutes now.
Yeah, so if you are a bit ahead and you don't want to see the goals before us, then please do pause it and get in time if you can do.
United aren't doing too bad here at the moment at breaking this press, really. I don't think City are putting 100% in, are they, at the moment? But I suppose they don't really need to.
They're waiting for United mistake, I think. United have made
like
one here. Lindelof and
did well there,
Wan-Bissaka
Jesus.
clears it.
Oh.
Well, Pogba's fallen. Oh, I think Fred's injured here.
Fred looks like he's at his back, doesn't he?
Well, that could be bad for
What's
Manchester
his side?
United. Because the energy that Fred brings to their midfield is one thing they will need if they're going to press this City side.
Well, the worrying thing for us is though they've got Van der Beek to bring on, haven't they? Which,
True, he's a good
worrying.
player.
Yeah.
I think though Van der Beek's not. Again, he's similar to. I think he's a player who plays in behind the striker. I know.
Yeah.
I've seen United fans. These come back or watch United's best 11. And they put in Van der Beek in a holding midfield role, and I think it's just not his game. Lindelof's giving the ball away here cheaply.
No surprise.
Fernandinho giving to Rodri, who's plodding forwards.
I think we
Walker.
just need to be patient here, really, and just rather than sort of trying to go like we are at the moment, chucking bodies forward. I think we just need to sort of just move the ball around them and just keep working it until we get an opportunity.
Fernandinho supposedly fouled Bruno Fernandes, who does like to make the most of things. Fernandes.
See how many Fernandinho can get away with today before he gets booked. We're on 1 at the moment.
And it looks like Fernandes has been rifled in the leg here. I'm not sure if he's going to be okay. Oh, wait, he's up and he's fine. What a surprise.
It's a bit of
Did it last year, didn't he?
Sort of for that free kick.
I think Gundogan wasn't even within a yard of him. And he acted like
this was more of a foul
him.
than that was.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't know how he won that one. I don't know how he won that one.
God knows. The VAR had it, I think, didn't they, as well? And
yeah, and still give it. United have not been too bad. They're playing it out from the back.
It's for the very slow. They've not posed a threat, really, have they?
He's giving it away here. De Bruyne's got a chance into Sterling.
Sterling's in. Oh,
his first touch is like a trampoline.
Poor touch. Like having Lukaku back there, isn't it, there?
I did read something the other day about City are on the lookout for, obviously, to replace Aguero eventually. And at the moment, Erling Haaland is top target. But in the summer, they looked at strikers who could replace him. And Romelu Lukaku was a name that came up.
I don't want him anywhere near us.
No.
How he was at United, we don't want him anywhere near us.
I mean, I've no doubt he's a finisher occasionally.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's banging goals in the Italian league, isn't he? But
yeah,
so much more time on the ball.
To me, he's a bit like Sterling. He's one of them that seems to get very good statistics for scoring goals, but actually when it comes to it, he's a very frustrating player to watch.
Yeah, he takes quite a few chances to score.
Yeah.
It's not just sort of one and done sort of thing like your Agueros and people like that. It's 4 or 5 chances, as we saw against Fulham at the weekend last weekend. It was 2 or 3 before he finally netted one.
I think United have had more possession than us here.
Yeah, but this has just been the tactic, hasn't it? Just a big lump ball forward again from Maguire.
Rodri with an up and under, which is a bit poor. De Bruyne is quick on it. This is De Bruyne playing this free role, though. He's giving it back to Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez takes on Maguire. Maguire defends well, to be fair to him.
Poor from Mahrez, really, there, though. Should have slipped it back outside to De Bruyne and got the ball back from him.
And unsurprisingly, Pogba's give it away. Cancelo.
Chance here.
Wide to Sterling. He's got 3 Manchester United players on him. Back to Rodri. City getting a bit of possession now, though. Been quite a good game to start.
Yeah, I think this is what we'll see. Is City will grow into the game and just keep penning United in. And United will just drop further and further and further back. They can't keep that press going all game.
Mahrez. Back to Fernandinho, who's stood in the centre circle at the moment. Rodri's the more forward midfielder, although it seems like he is playing alongside Fernandinho, but more to the left-hand side.
Yeah, but if you look at the setup there, like we said earlier on before the game kicks off, Walker and Cancelo have both gone forward, haven't they? And Fernandinho and Rodri have sort of dropped back into that back four, which I think is the right way to do it. Definitely get the pace on up there. Sterling's almost playing up front, really, next to Jesus.
The camera keeps focusing on Fred, who seems to be injured.
Yeah, it's hit from earlier, isn't it, by the looks of things?
Oh, Jesus, not a foul. Tried to win a foul there, I think. Rashford up against Stones. This could be dangerous for Matt.
Yeah, this is the danger.
Kyle Walker, there we are. Doing his job, Kyle Walker. Edison into Cancelo. He needs to get his head up quickly because Fernandes is on him. To me, it seems like Fernandes is playing more on the right-hand side for Manchester United.
Yeah, I think he's just sort of following the ball, isn't he, really? He's just he's a bit of a box-to-box at points for him, isn't he, sometimes? You know, he does get back on and defend quite a lot. Cancelo taking his time here now. Take a bit of a sting out of it. Annoys me sometimes how long it takes for him to throw the ball in.
I know.
You know, he's about 20 seconds there just to chuck the ball in.
It's like when City of Sheffield come to the Etihad and they're time wasting from minute one. And you think, what are you doing?
Yeah, taking ages and swapping over who's taking throw-ins. And
Rodri with a nice idea. Lindelof reads it. Wan-Bissaka got lucky there.
It's going to be a battle of midfields, this, isn't it? It's been very in that sort of midfield area, hasn't it, so far? Neither team's really had a chance to get forward properly.
Greenwood, it's Fernandes who's in here. Diaz across quickly. But Bruno Fernandes, if he'd been a bit quicker to shoot then, he might have got one on target.
Yeah, it's poor from Diaz originally to let him sort of run past, but then he did well there to get back quickly and sort of put the block in. Is he offside? No, he's onside.
I think Jesus was playing left back, wasn't he, at that point? And Diaz had said to Jesus, you watch left. Yeah, and he hadn't followed it.
Just not done.
Because Cancelo was nowhere to be seen, as we've said before. João Cancelo was not
from corners. United, aren't they? Quite a big team.
Yeah, Maguire, really Pogba.
To City.
He's into the box, a back post, and Scott McTominay probably should finish that one.
That's difficult chance.
Let us off the hook there.
Nice ball in from Shaw.
McTominay throws his foot. I don't know why he's gone with that sort of technique. He might just throw his body at it.
Who did it last week against Fulham? We had the exact same situation against Fulham last week.
Diaz. Was it Diaz?
And slid in, with his right foot rather than with his left.
Yeah.
You know, just to get that sort of extra extension with your left foot rather than sliding in with your right.
I think if he just stayed up straight and tried to let it hit him, I think it would have gone in.
Yeah, potentially.
Oh, good turn by Cancelo.
Nervy start for City there, really, though.
Yeah.
There's a foul there on Cancelo.
That's 3 fouls by McTominay. 4, 5, 6 fouls now by Scott McTominay on Sterling.
I think, like you say, that's what he's there to do, innit?
Yeah, foul Sterling.
He's going to be just nothing major, just little pullbacks.
Wan-Bissaka's also
not been booked.
I think he's been to the ground 3 times already in 11 minutes now, 12 minutes.
Surprised he didn't get booked for that on Cancelo then, so I just took him out off the ball.
So yeah, Jaden here saying that Bruno has been drifting to the right. Man United player from the back. Yeah, they are. Bruno is drifting to that right hand side, which is a danger. I think Manchester United have identified that Cancelo wants to go forward, and that's why Bruno is drifted into that right hand side. And they are playing out from the back, which is brave.
Sterling did well there just to get that free kick.
Held it up.
There's Laporte there on the cameras, nowhere to be seen near the squad at the moment.
It must be embarrassing as a centre back when someone who's been as bad as John Stones in recent times is ahead of you, but
it's just strange, isn't it? You know, he was the favourite for since he started, and all of a sudden, since that Tottenham game, he's been nowhere near the team, has he?
Well, it's like when Pep, he always wants this thing of he wants a right foot on the right side and a left foot on the left side, and he's not happy if it isn't that. Well, De Bruyne is playing Jesus here, and if they aren't playing that way, he's not happy. That's why they signed Ake, because they needed a backup who can play with his left foot. So if Laporte doesn't play, Ake plays. But neither are getting in the team.
We've got 2 right-footed centre-backs at the moment, haven't we? Which is a bit strange.
I don't really understand that decision by Pep, but
something's obviously happened after that game. I
think he's fell out with him.
Yeah, definitely. It's a shame because he's a cracking player.
Yeah,
he's very good. He's the best defender that we've got.
I think Fred's down again, is he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's surely going to be coming off I don't know what he's done.
It didn't seem like much in it when De Bruyne just seemed to back into De Bruyne and that was it. They might show it here now. Hip to hip.
Yeah, it's that. Ooh, it's just a bit of a bang in it, but I think the problem with them is that they're all so lean that as soon as they get a little bump, obviously there's no sort of fat around the muscle because it's there's got very low body fat percentages and it does cause them to get injured easier with things like that. Well, that's a bit of a strange one. It looks a bit soft.
I think it'll be good for City if Fred does come off. I don't think he's the best of players, but he does a job. He's so energetic in that midfield for United that if he comes off, their game plan's going to have to change drastically. Yeah,
take some pace out of that midfield, certainly. Especially if Matic comes on. It looks like he's the one to be warming up. It seems as if he's all right there, signalling to the bench, holding his hand up, saying, hold on. So,
I'd like to see a race between Matic and Rodri.
Oh, God. Can you imagine we'd be here all night, wouldn't we?
And Harry Maguire.
Yeah. 2 laps of the pitch.
Running in quicksand.
Yeah. Well, it looks like he's staying on.
I don't know how long he's going to last, though, to be fair.
Strange decision to let him stay on. It's twice he's gone down now.
Yeah.
You know, you just wouldn't risk it, would you? Just to aggravate it even more. But it looks like he is coming back on. Sprayed a bit of water on it there.
That'll deal with it.
That'll do it. Just needs the magic sponge out, doesn't he? And the blue paper towels from primary school. That'll fix it, won't it? That seems to solve anything.
United continue to play out from the back. I don't blame them. Plays at our own game.
I mean, the way that we're pressing at the moment, they don't seem like uncomfortable, do they? You know, the press from City isn't exactly very sort of aggressive. Just sort of just in the way more than anything else. But it's worked. He's got the ball back. So
yeah, it's smart by Solskjaer as well to try and pack that midfield because he knows that's where City that's where we excel in the midfield.
Yeah, and it seems to be, like we said earlier, that's just where most of the possession has gone on in this area, sort of between the two edges of the boxes to the middle of the pitch. That seems to be where the ball's been, and I think it's going to be most of the game, really. I think it's going to be one pass that's going to go through to cause a goal.
Well, City confident at the back here. Stones, Fernandinho, and Diaz in the back three at the moment. Stones has played a long ball forward to Walker. Shaw does deal with it, but only for a throw-in for City.
Strange. I wonder why I didn't just see that out there.
I think he wanted to try and keep in and play on, didn't he? But
yeah.
Walker was, right behind him. He had nowhere to go.
No, exactly. Strange decision. Unless he didn't think the ball was going to run out, I suppose.
Poor throw by Walker.
Poor throw from Kyle Walker. But again, it must frustrate United fans so much watching De Gea there just stay on his line. You know, Ederson would come and pick that up and out, off they go onto the attack again. But he's just let it run out. He's not bothered, and then he'll get the ball back in again. I can't see what Solskjaer sees in him. He's a good shot stopper, obviously. You know, he's one of the best in the world, effectively shot stopping. But the rest of his game is horrendous. Stats coming up there for United at home this season: 5% conversion rate on goal. That's horrendous. That is awful.
Well,
They've been strangely poor, haven't they, at home this season? But away from home, they've been. They've not. I don't think they've lost away from home in the league, which is odd.
It's a bit like, is it Arsenal who's the other one who's really poor at home but really good away? Is it Arsenal?
And Arsenal haven't actually lost. I think they've won every game in the Europa League this season.
Yeah,
but in the league, they've not been very good, which is strange. That's poor there from Mahrez giving the ball away.
Yeah. Luckily, Shaw's had to play it backwards.
Yeah.
Fred's back on.
I think that's the thing with the fullbacks from City to United there. I think Cancelo or Walker would have took that forward there. And
Fernandes.
and had a bit of a go, within Shaw's not got the confidence, it doesn't seem.
Fernandes had a chance there again on this right hand side.
Nice ball.
Cancelo's leaving too much space. Yeah, it was. I think Cancelo's leaving way too much space here.
Yeah,
Fernandes is just going in between them. Yeah. I don't think Diaz is doing anything wrong.
Pick him up. Yeah. No, I think it is Cancelo staying too wide because there's no one else out there in the wing for him to be that wide.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka's not causing any problems. Yeah.
You know, if it was up there, then you'd understand to sort of split the fullbacks, but he's nowhere near. Looks like you say, Fred is going to carry on.
Depends for how long,
for now,
though.
Anyway. Yeah, that's it. He might be all right now. He might have just been a bit winded or something.
I think United are pressing well because we're struggling to actually play through United's press at the moment.
It's like you say, it's that midfield being so packed. De Bruyne can't get any space to get the ball, can he? And I think that's the plan, is to crowd in that midfield. But he's got a chance here. Oh, it's not gone too unlucky. Good idea.
Rodri battling with McTominay. Rodri fouled by McTominay.
I think that's
fair enough.
Go on.
Yeah, I was going to say, McTominay complaining there.
I think United seem happy to let Rodri and Fernandinho get the ball. I think the more pressure in De Bruyne when he gets it, but the other two, they just seem sort of letting them have it.
McTominay's doing what Ander Herrera did to, who was it now?
Was it Hazard?
Hazard. He's just literally following him. Yeah.
I remember
he's following him everywhere.
All over the papers afterwards, on it, and all over Sky Sports. Like man marked all game. It was a good tactic from him.
Yeah.
It worked.
For whatever reason, the way the game's going, I know we're only 19 minutes in, but I just feel like United are going to score. I
just think it's got 0-0 written all over it.
You think?
Yeah, that just didn't. No, neither team so far has a real chance, have they? I know United had that ball over the top, and that's about it, really. Yeah, I think.
And also, I think United are due a penalty.
Yeah,
they get one every game.
They seem to get one, don't they?
Here's Stones. Tries to switch it out to Cancelo. That's better from City, stretching United this time. Cancelo past Greenwood to Sterling.
Interesting to see Greenwood's got back there. I didn't think he'd
Sterling's in here.
Back too far.
Oh, he's done Wan-Bissaka. Oh, and Sterling. Nearly.
Good block.
I thought Raheem Sterling was going to put that one in the bottom corner then.
I'd have gone for the other corner. I think he went near post, didn't he? He should have gone far post there.
I think Sterling's finally learnt how to attack Wan-Bissaka as well. He's just left him on the deck because he knows he's going to dive in. I think it was Maguire with the block.
Yeah, Sterling looked to go near post, didn't he? Good move, though.
Mm-hmm. A comment in the live chat from Ian Morris, who says, should be an easy win for the blue side of Manchester. Clearly Ian doesn't watch a lot of City then. The last 3 derbies, I think they've lost, haven't they? Or the last 2.
Yeah, United won 3 games against them last season because I think they beat them in the Cup at the Etihad, and then obviously twice in the league. But the Cup game didn't matter because we'd already beaten them at home and at their place.
Yeah, I thought was it 4-0 or something, 3-0. Yeah,
they always seem to win against us when it doesn't matter for them. If you get what I mean, in the league last season. Yeah. When they were challenging for the league, they'd struggle against us, but when they're not, they just seem to beat us, which is odd.
Here's McTominay. Little 1-2 agreement, hopefully. Greenwood picked a poor choice of pass there.
Yeah, I should have played it back in and McTominay there and gone forward. Fernandes is pretty much playing up front for him here, leading this press.
Here's Cancelo. Diaz. Rodri. Into Fernandinho. Back to Rodri. You eating a bag of crisp, you?
No.
Sit still.
It's just moving when I lean back on my chair. Chance here for United, Pogba.
That's a dive by Pogba.
Wow.
I'm surprised he's given that. Fernandes is having this top corner.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Let's have a look, see if there's any contact.
I'm not sure.
Looked like he stepped on his foot, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it's hard to see at that speed, but still, no need to go down like that. Like I say, if you don't go down, you don't seem to get a decision, do you?
I think this is the free kick United scored last year was from this position.
Yeah, this is a good chance for them.
Didn't they chip it into Martial? Fernandes chipped it over. Yeah.
Ran in behind, didn't he? Behind the wall. I don't think they'll be doing that again. I think that's a one-off thing that'll never work again.
I think Rashford or Fernandes. It seems like Fernandes is going to hit it, but I don't know why Rashford stood over it.
Yeah, I wouldn't let Rashford have it if I was them. He just seems to smash it into the wall 9 times out of 10.
Thinks he's Ronaldo, doesn't he?
I think Fernandes is going to pick the opposite corner than we think. I know he's gone for the near corner. Throwing to McTominay here in the box corner.
McTominay just seemed to stand and watch that.
I thought he might have gone for the opposite corner, sort of trick header.
Yeah.
Because obviously, he's going to move over and go to that top right. I think McTominay was too scared of touching that and not controlling it properly and knocking it out of play.
Yeah.
That's why he just sort of left it.
He clearly understands his quality, McTominay.
Yeah.
At least he knows how good he is.
Well, that's it. It's looking like there could be fans potentially back in the Manchester stadiums next week as well.
Oh yeah,
Depending
Day.
on what tier. Depending on what tier we get put in after the 16th.
So you could have a counter here. Jesus, I don't know why he's going backwards, Gabriel Jesus, when there's about 4 passes forwards. Handball. Wins a free kick. He's lucky there. Why? I don't know why Gabriel Jesus, he's not putting that forward. There are about 4 City players running forward and he attempted to pass the ball backwards.
He had space to run into as well there, where he could have took a few touches. Strange decision. Lack of confidence, maybe, bringing the ball forward in that situation.
Stones on the ball here. Well, it's been
not really. It's been a bit dull so far.
It has, yeah. Kyle Walker's played a nice switch of play over to Cancelo there.
Good ball.
Into Sterling. Can Sterling not control the ball today? Harry Maguire lumps it away.
Going forward is that fast build up. The slow just doesn't get you anywhere. It needs to be quick.
Fernandes, like we said before, he's got 15 goals this season. Jesus is in here. Gabriel Jesus puts it over the bar.
Difficult chance, that.
Yeah, on the volley or half volley, whatever it was, when it bounced up to him. Mahrez played a really nice ball.
Well. That's better from City, though. Last couple of minutes. 2 balls into the United box. Lovely ball. We were saying before
about Aguero not being on the bench. I mean, Rooney's the top goal scorer in Manchester Derby with 11, but Aguero's got 9. And that proves that he does score against Manchester United. And it is a strange decision not to put him on the bench.
I don't think Sterling scored against United yet, has he? Since he
No, I remember him missing them chances when United won 3-2 at home when City should have beat him to win the league, and he had plenty of chances to put us 3 or 4-0 up at the half time, and he just kept missing. Here's Walker with a cross.
Seems to be a consistent problem with him, the finishing.
Yeah, Fernandinho's got past Pogba here.
He's done well there, Fernandinho. Can he get the first man?
No.
Nope.
Maguire lumps it away. Rodri plays it back in. McTominay away. Fernandes away. Rodri good play.
They can't do this all game, United. And just keep sort of heading the ball away. Ooh, nasty tackle from McTominay.
He's lucky if he's not got a yellow card here, Scott McTominay. He's got to be booking him here. Surely, that's a yellow card.
I think he's just going to say last one to him by the looks of things.
How is that not a yellow card, though?
Strange decision from the referee.
He's kicked out. Rodri's already kicked the ball out of play pretty much, and then he's gone flying in on him.
Yeah, strange decision, that. You got to say, if that had been sort of later on in the game, or anywhere other than the edges of the pitches, if that had been in the middle of the pitch bringing the ball forward, he knocked it past him, just cleaned him out, it'd have been a yellow card, wouldn't it?
Mahrez or De Bruyne for this one.
You've got to go with, I'd say, De Bruyne, that sort of in-swinging ball in rather than the out.
Oh, Mahrez has put it in. John Stones! Oh, Stones nearly puts that one in. I thought he was going to head that one in then.
Chance for United on the counter-attack here if they can get the ball moving quickly.
I was celebrating that Stones goal. Lindelof did well to throw his head in.
Yeah, he did.
I would have been ruled out for handball, I bet. Was it an handball on Lindelof?
Or Stones.
Well, United's chance for a counter is sort of pitted out.
We didn't get a chance to see it, did we? Because they were too busy showing the replays.
Maguire brings the ball forward.
I think both teams have looked pretty evenly matched so far. They're sort of just cancelling each other out, really.
Yeah. What was it they were calling Harry Maguire? They're giving him a nickname on some United fan channel. It was like, the City fans call John Stones the Barnsley Beckenbauer. They were calling Harry Maguire something, but I can't remember what it was now.
It'll be the Sheffield something, won't it?
I thought so, yeah.
From,
the Sheffield, what was it now?
I can't think. Let's have a look. The Sheffield Slabhead, probably, isn't it?
No, but they're comparing him to like some, one of the defenders like Maldini or, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sort of. But I can't remember who it was they were comparing him to.
I'm trying to have a bit of a Google here now, see if I can find anything.
I can't remember what it was now. It could have been the something Beckenbauer. I'm sure. I know City's is for Stones the Barnsley Beckenbauer, but I can't remember what they're calling Harry Maguire.
Let's have a look, see what Google says. Did you know that his first name isn't actually Harry? I didn't know that, did you?
No.
There we go. It's called Jacob Harry Maguire, apparently.
No, I never
Don't
knew
know.
that. Why is he known as
Strange.
Harry then? No.
Absolutely no idea.
It's
I'm
like
just
Joe
trying to
Hart.
find that.
Joe
Yeah,
Hart's
he's
called
called
Charles.
Charles, yeah. No, I can't find anything.
No, I can't remember what it was now. It's one of the fan channels, the United fan channels, and they were saying, oh, he's...
Big Goldbridge.
I don't think it was, you know.
Was it not? Was it not
No,
Goldbridge?
he calls him Harry the Hoover, I believe.
No.
He says he just sucks defenders in. And Victor the Vacuum at the back. I don't think he was happy after that Leipzig defeat.
No, I
He
can
didn't see
imagine
it
that.
anyway.
No, he never does he? Nottingham
We've got-
Forest fan anyway, isn't he? So
They've got quite a good thing on the United stand. I have to try and figure out a way we could do it for this channel. Although I'll pause it for a minute because United are on the counter, but Kyle Walker
poor
intercepts
ball
it.
from Fernandes.
United, they've got this... Oh, Ederson's give it away to Fernandes, though. Rashford, Pogba, and he's defected wide by Stones, I think it was. Pogba should do better there.
Yeah, Greenwood is an acre of space behind him there. It's poor from Edison. That's unusual.
I think he's just bored,
Quick.
Ederson. That's why he played it.
Quick break from United there seemed to cause us
Yeah.
problems, didn't it? That sort of quick passing, everyone getting sucked in towards the ball.
But the
Walker
thing is,
did well in the end.
they dealt with a counter, and there was nothing to worry about. And then he went and played that pass, Ederson.
And poor pass.
Yeah.
Well read by Fernandes, but it was a poor ball. Pogba, look at the space for Greenwood there. Just slip the ball into him.
Yeah, I was saying about the United stand, they've got this thing where you can actually vote and give player ratings at the end of the games.
Oh, right,
Which
that's
is
clever.
quite a good idea, you know, on their website. Maguire with a chance, it's headed over
Yeah.
the bar.
Of
Well, yeah,
course.
there's a chance, you know, you can actually vote and it gives you the average of the numbers, which is quite, whoever their design guy is has obviously come up with a really good idea there.
Yeah, that's good. That's clever.
I think they were all about an average of a 1.5 though, when everyone were voting for him. I think Maguire got a lot of ones.
I think United have looked the more dangerous so far, haven't they? Really,
Yeah.
in terms of actual chances. I know
Chances,
we've been in
yeah.
the box a few times, but we've not actually had a clear-cut chance yet.
With that Sterling chance, I think that was a good chance. That
Yeah,
if you could have got
yeah,
that,
that was. Yeah.
I'd expect him to
forgot
go
about
far corner. Why? He'd have every chance to put that in
Yeah,
the far
it
corner.
was odd that. I don't know whether he thought De Gea. I suppose he sort of, it's a bit of a head down and just hit it moment sort of thing, isn't it? Really, that
Yeah.
you're that close.
Ederson switches the play to Walker. Good chest down to De Bruyne. Back to Walker. Plays a
This is
nice
better
ball
from
into
City.
Mahrez. Who's got away from Shaw. See if he can cause Shaw a bit of trouble for the first time today. Oh, he tried to nutmeg him. Shaw read it.
Unlucky there by Mahrez. Need to get back though, Walker here now.
Oh, he does. I think he got his foot in there. Oh, it's a City throw. I'm
Everything's just
surprised.
going through. Everything's going through Fernandes there at the moment.
I think that's one thing as well. I don't doubt he's a good player, but United fans are making out like, I don't know, he's the best thing ever to step in the Premier League. The best sign ever in the Premier League. So I just thought, is it because you've put up with such poor players for so long that this guy
Probably.
is being made to look the best thing ever? Do you know what I mean?
And
Would he look
team-
this good in the City team?
No, I think he'd
I don't
still
think
do
so.
well.
I think
But
he'd still. I think.
he's,
I think he wouldn't work in the City team. The first thing is because he's too similar in that style to De Bruyne. We don't need that another sort of midfielder like him. We need a controller.
No,
And he's not. They give the ball away too much because they try to make things happen. And you can put up with one of that, but I mean that's why I don't think Pogba and Fernandes are ever going to work together. Two
No.
players who are always
No,
trying to make
too
something happen
similar.
and give the ball away too much.
too similar.
The poor. I mean that's a soft foul given away there.
What was that for?
I'm not quite sure. I think
Foul
it's a-
anyway,
it's
nonetheless.
supposed he's foul
apparently.
on Fred. He's hardly
Bit
touched
of
Fred.
respite there. Bit of a respite for United there, really.
Yeah.
Got away with that. Not been the most interesting in the first half. So, Shaw nearly falls over the ball there.
Maguire with another swooping pass. Good pass by Maguire, actually.
Nice ball. Well controlled by Rashford as well. Oh, poor
Giving
in the
away.
end.
Fernandinho. I don't think.
Too slow
I-
from City, this.
Yeah,
Too
I
slow.
don't feel if City are any more defensively solid playing the two in midfield?
No, I think it would have been nice to see a Bernardo Silva or something like that in or Ferran Torres instead of one of the defensive midfielders to sort of get into those gaps as well as De Bruyne is doing, because this is just too slow at the moment. Really too slow. You're not going to beat anyone playing like this.
Oh, and with United packing the midfield, they need someone who's going to be willing to go in behind them.
Yeah, and keep moving and just one touch like your David Silva used to do, that sort of role.
Yeah.
Coming in and touching the ball, one touch, pass it off and move again and picking it up again, because otherwise it's just going to be constant slow ball movement.
The season before last, David Silva, you thought, wow, he's finished, David Silva. And then last season he was incredible, and now he's gone. You can see how much the City team miss him.
And how well they're doing as well. The top of the league, so she's got to think, aren't they, over there?
Yeah. Yeah, they are, yeah. And he's just got Player of the Month, I think.
Yeah, and I think they all seem to be playing well again. It shows what an impact, like you say, he makes on the team.
Yeah. Here's Jesus.
De
Bruyne, he's not making... Mahrez is in. Riyad Mahrez, he saved the De Bruyne. Has put it over the bar.
Poor from Mahrez, that should have scored. That should be 1-0.
Good pass by De Bruyne. I think De Bruyne nutmegged there. Was it Maguire here?
Yeah. Good vision from De Bruyne there. Jesus did well. Could have gone down here, getting dragged back. He managed to stay on his feet.
Through the legs of Shaw, Mahrez has to finish this one. Straight at
Took too long.
Feet.
Took too long. You had to take it onto that left foot again.
Yeah.
If you look, this first touch here should have been onto the left foot, not the second one, and then hitting it. He took one too many touches there.
I think if he'd hit it with enough power with his right foot, that would have been in.
Yeah, I mean, you're that close to the goalkeeper.
Post.
It's difficult. Yeah. It's so difficult for him to stop it.
Rodri's just outpaced McTominay.
It's not hard, is it?
I was surprised then. He just jetted off. I thought, I've never seen him move so quick. I do. For people that think I might not like Rodri, I do like Rodri. I do think he's a good player. But I feel like you have to protect him all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's like Pogba. Yeah, it reminds me a bit of Pogba in the sense that, Pogba's a good player. He just needs, you've got to have this midfielder next to him, and this midfielder, and this midfielder, and this. And if you get someone who can do this, then eventually you'll be able to play well. It's like, well, can't you just play well without all these people around him? Apparently not. I think with Rodri, I mean, against the small sides, it's fine. But against the bigger sides, he needs, like, someone with legs next to him because he can't get about.
Like Fernandinho.
Yeah, and that's what. And Fernandinho's 36.
Yeah, I don't think he's staying, is he? So.
No. But a 36-year-old who's got more legs than him. Do you know what I mean? He's 23.
Lindelof just punched Sterling in the face there. By the looks
He's not getting a yellow card. No card again.
What's up with Lindelof now? What's he all in his mouth for?
You don't want to get booked because he's going to act like he's been fouled.
Yeah.
It's like when they deserve a red card and they roll around like they've just been tackled as well. And they haven't. Take your time.
Sure replay of that.
Well, that was just a waste of a free kick. Why pass it straight back to Stones?
Yeah, we've had multiple free kicks in this sort of area of the pitch so far and not gone forward with it once. Everything's been backwards and just passing it along the back four. I think Stones or Diaz need to pick the ball up and actually run forward with the ball to break that first bit of the press.
Yeah,
I think that's a way to break them down. They're not sitting behind the ball as much as I thought they would, United, though. I thought they'd have been really camped back, but I don't know whether that's because we're not putting enough pressure on them to do that when we do have the ball.
I've just remembered. They call him Harry Beckenbauer.
Ah, there you go.
That's what they call him. It's Barnsley Beckenbauer is Stones, but yeah, they do call him. I thought it was Beckenbauer. They call him Harry Beckenbauer.
Oh,
as if that's why it's just come to me in that sort of way.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, if anyone actually thinks Harry Maguire is anywhere near the level of Franz Beckenbauer, then that's worrying.
Need a long, hard look.
Get in the mirror and look at yourself. And tell yourself what you're on about. Oh, Fernandes. Cancelo's weak sometimes. It annoys me.
Yeah, he's. I think it's sort of his defensive positioning. So the wrong side of on the wrong side of him there.
Wan-Bissaka with an incredible crossing by Wan-Bissaka.
Great ball in from Wan-Bissaka. It's gone out for. Oh, it's a throw-in. Oh, my hell.
Is it a throw-in? I think he's lucky.
Yeah, it's mad how much of a contrast he has in terms of his attacking and defensive play. You know, he's one of the best probably defenders in the league. And then going forward, it's just horrendous.
Well, when he said he's one of the best defenders, best one-on-one, he's absolutely terrible positionally.
Oh, his positioning is awful, but he's tackling, his one-on-one defending is very good.
You know, he started off as a winger as well in their youth
Yeah,
team.
Palace.
Yeah, and then they tried him out at right back because I think it was whoever got injured. Was it Joe Ward at right back, and they played him at right back, and they found out that he was a good defender. But it's like, but he was a winger. But how he ever made it to that far in the youth team? He
as a winger.
Yeah. Well, Charlotte to take that one out of play. They're playing on Shaw, Rashford, back to Fernandez. He's going to shoot here, I think. Who headed that away then? Seemed like a waste.
Ball in, I think. Looked like a ball into the front post and into Greenwood.
Whichever City player headed it away.
United are seriously lacking a number 9, aren't they, when Cavani doesn't play?
Yeah.
You know, someone to hold the ball up. Martial and Greenwood potentially, but Martial and Rashford just aren't that sort of hold-up player. Rashford, every time you notice, drifts out wide. Who, Cavani?
Cavani, yeah. I wish City had signed him. I know he's on some stupid wages, but...
Yeah, but he'd have done a job for us, wouldn't he?
Ooh, Lindelof with a header, looping over the bar.
Can't keep giving them free headers, though. That's 2 or 3 that they've had now.
Yeah, from corners.
They're going to get one on target eventually.
I think it was Rodri again doing the marking. Maguire's fouling Jesus, I don't know if you'd seen that.
Yeah, I can see him pulling him back, stopping him, running after him. Poor header from Lindelof there. He had so much time. I think it's been a fairly even first half.
Another good centre-back signing by Manchester United, Victor Lindelof. Yeah. Well, they've got about 7 centre-backs on the books, haven't they?
Yeah, another one that I don't think's turned out to be the player that they thought probably shone and shined.
Oh, Maguire! Maguire's had it robbed off him.
Gives it away.
You were lucky there, Harry. Lindelof has tied it up for him.
Very scrappy game, this. I'm hoping the second half will be a bit different.
Pogba's just been lucky. Turned by Fernandinho. Play on.
Foul. Play on. No. Smash forward from Edison there along the floor.
I don't know if he meant that. Or he just miskicked it. Why the ref wouldn't let City play advantage then, I don't know.
I don't know. Fernandinho got up and wanted to carry on.
Yeah. And why, if you're going to stop it, book Pogba?
Yeah, it should be, shouldn't it? It's stopping an attack. Yeah.
He's got a bet on us, the ref. Who is the ref again?
Yeah. I can't remember. I'll have a look
not Kevin Friend, is it?
No, it's not him. No, he's horrendous.
Is it the all? It's weird, isn't it? Every time you mention a ref, you go, he's terrible, and you think, you know what, they all are.
It's Chris Kavanagh.
That's the one, yeah.
And Paul Tierney is on the VAR.
Oh. The world's hairiest arms, Paul Tierney. If you've seen him with his short sleeves on.
Yeah.
Here's Sterling.
Like an ape, isn't he?
Here's Mahrez. Oh, I can't do anything with it. Come on, Riyadh. You need to be better there.
Not turned up today, Mahrez, so far. He's had the golden chance of the game so far, Mahrez.
Yeah, and he missed it. Who'd have thought?
I think the first goal is going to be really crucial if there is one. I think that's going to be the one that's going to win it.
Yeah.
Is it going to be 0-0 or 1-0 to one of them?
I think that if someone does score, it will change the game. If City score, United are going to go for it, which I don't think suits City. And if United score, City have got to go for it. I don't think that suits City either because if you sit back, I can't see us breaking you down.
Not the way that we're playing at the moment.
No.
It's the build-up's not fast enough to break United down.
No.
Same with United, by the looks of things, their build-up's very slow as well.
Yeah.
I think if you look at both teams, when they are defending, the midfields are so compact, it needs to be a nice quick pass to get through.
That's a foul on Stones by Fernandez, which the referee has once again missed. I don't know how he's not seen that.
No, I don't either. Or the officials have not seen it either. You know, there's 2 others on there as well, aren't there, that can see it. I think both teams look to be sort of happy with the draw at the moment.
Yeah, they do.
The way that they're playing. Set pieces and throw-ins going backwards all the time. And
it's too cautious from both sides here.
Yeah, I think I remember watching Chelsea when they played at United a couple of weeks ago, and that was very similar. They both didn't want to go for it. Chance for Greenwood here. Oh, good luck. Well done, Diaz.
I mean, such a good signing, Diaz. I mean, the defence seems to have been transformed as soon as he stepped
Yeah,
into it.
he does. He looks very good, actually, to be fair to him. Another Benfica player that seems to come out and done well.
Just
So
hoping
far, anyway.
he don't end up like Lindelof.
No, I don't think he will do.
I think it was when United signed Lindelof and they were saying about, oh, United have signed him. With De Gea with his great distribution there. They were saying about Lindelof that he'd made the least amount of tackles in the league of all the defenders.
That's strange.
Yeah.
I think defenders tend to look good in that league when you are playing for Porto, Benfica, Sporting, because unless you play in one of those three, the rest of the teams aren't very good, are they? So it does make you look better. The clean sheet statistics and stuff like that.
You always have to be careful signing players from Portugal. You really do. Mangala's a good example.
Well. Yeah, he just never seems to. Again, another one that was obviously playing well over there because I think he was from Porto, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Again, same situation. But Diaz looks good so far.
Because I remember when Diaz had a good game, first game, they said, oh, he's a rock. And I thought, yeah, Mangala was ridiculously good against Diego Costa and Chelsea in his first game. And I thought, he's the best centre-back I've ever seen play. And then it just was downhill from there. I think he played a good game in the Cup. Then we played Hull away, and he put one in top corner in his own net. And from there on, he realised how bad he was. Yeah. He weren't that. I mean, he kept Ibrahimovic in his pocket when they played PSG in that quarter-final of the Champions League. So
yeah, I think he was good against sort of big physical strikers when he, but when he come up against quick ones, he wasn't
ones
good
with any brain. He had any intelligence. I think that was his problem really. He had everything he needed to be a good centre back. Apart from he couldn't read the game to me.
Yeah, a bit like Eric Bailey at United as well. He's the same.
And he's not good enough on the ball. Sometimes he looks like the best thing you've ever seen in the ball, and the next minute he can't take a touch to save his life, and it's like, why is he no in between?
I don't know whether it's just a confidence thing or because they clearly, like you say, they've got the ability.
Yeah. Sterling's done fantastically
well there.
He should have passed it. You're being pulled by Pogba.
Too heavy a touch, though. Lovely turn from Fred.
Yeah. I don't know why there wasn't a foul for the grab by Pogba and then Rashford has passed it out.
Smashed it at Greenwood there. Chance for him there again. I think it's going to be half time very shortly, as soon as this gets over the halfway line. Bruno Fernandes edging everyone to come forward and press there.
Yeah. Pogba was pulling on Sterling there, yeah.
Yeah, he was.
I'm surprised nothing was given for that. This will be I think Pogba's 120th appearance for United in the Premier League.
Wow.
Yeah. 26 goals and 26 assists in that time as well, which isn't too bad.
No, I just don't think he's lived up again to be the player that I think United thought they were getting.
And that is half-time. So Manchester City 0, Manchester United 0 at half-time. We will have a little break, but before we do have a little break, what is your little summing up for the end of this half?
I think, like you say, I think it needs a goal in this second half to sort of bring the game to life. I think they've both been very cautious and don't want to concede and push forward too much. But I hope that we see a bit of a different City in the second half and that they do start to move the ball a bit quicker.
I think whichever side takes a bit of a risk and tries to just make a bit more of a forward movement, then it'll either... The thing is, it could go either way. If City try and bring Foden on for Fernandinho or Rodri and they go for it, they're going to get more chance at scoring, but they're going to get more chance at conceding. It's the same for United. So it is a very sort of, it's on a knife edge sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can just see a 0-0, can't you?
Yeah,
if
it's
looking
like a 0-0 at the moment. A nice, exciting game, just like the last one.
Yeah.
So I hope you're enjoying the live, everyone. Please go over and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Like the video. If you're not like the video, share the video on your Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want to share it. Head over to our Twitter, as you can see at the bottom corner there, at We Are City MCFC. We are going to have a little break over half time, so you can listen to some little copyright-free music while you wait for us to come back on. And talk amongst yourselves in the live comments. Predict scores. A lot of you went for high-scoring games, 3-1s, 4-0s. Have you changed your mind? Let us know. And we'll see you after this break.
town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to the We Are City channel. We're back from our little second half break. I hope you've managed to get yourself some snacks, a drink, whatever you've been doing during the break. I've seen some comments in the live chat here. Jaden's told us it's half time. Sophie Greenwood has made some comments here. She said maybe 1-1, but she's not quite sure. She said 2-1. She can't quite make her mind up there. But that's fine. We can all decide what the score's going to be. I'm going to go for 0-0. I've changed my mind. I think I said 3-1 at the start. Have you changed your mind?
I can't think what I said at the beginning. I think I said 2-0, I think, at the beginning, didn't I? So I'm probably going to go 1-0 now. 1-0. I can't see 2 goals being scored. I can't say which way, but just say 1-0.
I'm hoping it's for the blue side difficult. Of Manchester.
Well,
it is. It's one of them games, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I was listening to Micah Richards at half time, and he said it's been quite clever from City, really, not going for it because they know how dangerous United are on the counter attack, which I never really thought of it like that. I know it is a bit boring, but it's tactical, really.
Yeah, I suppose. And for all we know, this second half could be a completely different half. The two sides could come out and both want to score a goal, but I'm not sure it's going to go that way.
No, I can't. And I think it'd be stupid for both teams to go for it so early in the second half. I can see maybe around the 75-minute mark, more risks starting to be taken. But to go for it straight away now, especially from a City perspective, if United did nick a goal on the counter-attack and sat behind the ball, like you said earlier, they're struggling to break them down. So
yeah,
it wouldn't be sensible straight away to go for it, but it would be nice to see a bit more of attacking intent from both teams, not just City, just to sort of make the game a bit more interesting.
I'm really unsure in which way I can see the game going. I really can. I mean, I'm one of those pessimistic fans at times, so you have to put up with me being like that. But I can see United nicking a goal. They're that sort of side. Or I can see them getting a penalty. Kyle Walker's just one of them. He leaves out a dangling leg. Bruno Fernandes, whoever comes through, and that's it then. And I can see it happening.
Yeah, I just think... I just don't think anyone looks like scoring at the moment. Like you say, no. Unless it is from a set piece. United look dangerous at corners. That's the only threat, really.
Yeah.
But again, they're not getting them on target. I think City are just doing enough to stop them getting them on target. But you can't keep giving them free headers because they will score one eventually.
Exactly.
Especially pressure. But
Maguire and Lindelof, I know they're not the best defenders, but they are pretty good in the air. They can head a football.
Yeah, and it's it doesn't matter how bad you are. If you keep getting chance after chance, you will score one eventually.
Yeah.
Or it'll take a deflection or something like that. But I think if you looked at the statistics at half time, and then you compared to watching the actual game, they're completely different. If you know what I mean. There's been chances and stuff in the game, and obviously they come up on statistics as shots on target and corners. United have had 3 corners, and it makes it sound a lot more interesting than it actually has been.
Yeah.
So we've had City United have had 7 shots, 1 on target, 4 corners. City have had 4 shots, 1 on target, no corners. That makes it sound like it's been a bit, end to end, and it really hasn't, has it?
No.
It's just been a sort of very midfieldy battle. The teams are coming back out again now. Doesn't look like there's any changes just from counting the players that are coming out. But
no, I think United have had the more chances, but City have had the 2 better chances.
Yeah, with the Mahrez and the Sterling chance, which it should be 1-0 up really by now at least. But
yeah, but that's always City's problem, isn't it? They can't finish the chances, and how many times. You get sick of saying it, really. You're just a broken record of saying City can't finish the chances, City can't finish the chances, and they just continue to do it.
Yeah, there's only Aguero that you would say consistently. I mean, I don't know whether he'd have scored any of those or not, but you've got to say, especially that Mahrez one, I think he would have at least made a good save out there. But obviously Mahrez sort of what is to take it onto his left foot, like we said earlier in the game.
And I think a frustration from a fan's point of view is, at the start of the season, we could see this coming. We knew that Sergio Aguero was going to be injured after that knee injury because, historically, people who have meniscus injuries, they don't just come back straight away. There's a lot of problems, and they keep coming back to training, then they have swelling and all sorts. Mendy's had one. I think Jesus has had one. And obviously, as you get older as well, it's going to be hard to come back with. The whole fan base could see it, yet the club decided not to buy a striker, which I can't understand that one. And I don't know if it was, one, they didn't think the striker that they wanted was out there they wanted to get, or they just didn't want to spend the money. I'm not sure which one it was.
I think that all the eggs were in the Messi basket, weren't they?
Yeah.
I think that was the focus, and everyone was working, trying to get that deal done, and not bothered about anything else because they thought they could do it, and obviously they didn't end up doing it, and didn't have anyone in reserve just in case.
Yeah.
And I mean, Jesus isn't bad, is he? I think he gets a lot of unfair criticism because he isn't as good as Aguero. But like we said last week, who is?
Yeah.
How many people are that good? It's like Rashford sort of coming through at United and people comparing him to Rooney and stuff like that. But they're never going to be that good. These players, Rooney and Aguero, are sort of once in a generation sort of forwards, aren't they? And it's very unfair to compare them. But Jesus should be scoring more.
By the way, the second half's underway if you're watching, 41 seconds in. The frustrating thing as a City fan is thinking of the striker situation is for me, there's only one person who I think is an acceptable person to buy to replace Aguero, and that is Erling Haaland. Right? There's no one else who I think they should sign but him. And if he's going to cost 150 million, he's going to cost 150 million.
Yeah,
I just can't see him doing it. They'll end up buying some unknown striker from some league for about 50 million because they won't pay over 50 million for a player. And then he won't be as good as what Haaland will be. Someone like Liverpool will sign Haaland because I can see him going there. I don't know why. I've got it in my head that he's going there. And that's it then. They've got him, and you're even further behind him then. And I just can see that happening.
I mean, especially at his age as well. I think he's worth risking buying because, you could get 10 good years out of him for that. That averages at, £15 million a season, for 30 goals a season, potentially. Again, that's the problem, is it is all potential. Because I know he's doing well in the Bundesliga, but again, it's not the Premier League. I don't think people realise, even the players, until they actually come over, that you get less time on the ball and you get less chances to score, and it is a lot more difficult.
Yeah. Well, Rashford's in here.
Ball in the box here, Rashford.
Oh no way, Marcus Rashford! He wants the penalty. Manchester United get a penalty. We said penalty bingo.
We said surely that's going to be VAR. That did not look like a penalty there.
One thing that does annoy me is in the build up to that, Rodri fouled Scott McTominay.
And he just carried on.
He was allowed to get up and play on. I mean, come on.
They're not going to overrule that, though, are they?
No,
because I don't think he should be.
He's offside.
He's offside, so that's fine.
That's for what? Well, finally, for once, VAR in Manchester City's favour. Manchester United get a penalty as we all expected. Bruno Fernandes, look at him running. He knows I've got a penalty. He's used to him, but surely he's offside.
He looks offside.
He is offside.
If you look at that line on the pitch there,
look at this.
Offside.
They're checking perfectly when he kicked that ball because they want to give it.
Trying to get it left his foot.
I mean, come on. They're desperate to give this penalty. Bruno Fernandes, they'll never get a better chance to score. He's definitely offside. Don't panic, City fans. Don't panic, Jaden. I know you're saying pen in the comments, but it is a pen, but he's offside. According to Premier League rules, Kyle Walker could have gone an absolutely two-footed Marcus Rashford there and broken his leg. But if he's offside, he's not a penalty and it's not a red card. That's the rules they come up with.
Had he not been offside there, I could not see him overturning that just because he did kick him. I don't think it was enough to go down, but it's this clear and obvious, isn't it? Had it not been given, I don't think it would have been given, if you get what I mean. They wouldn't have overruled the decision either way because of that, but luckily he was offside anyway. But a bit worrying from City, that, really. One pass and just straight through the defence.
I don't know if you saw Solskjaer then sat in his seat shouting ref from about 5 miles away.
Yeah.
Like a schoolboy at a concert, small schoolboy, 12-year-old. Ref, from miles away. They don't give anything for that.
He was a mile off though, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He was offside.
They can't give it.
That's the thing.
That's the thing with offside.
It is, you're either offside or you're not, aren't you? It's not a debatable thing. Like the penalty is a bit like, oh, is it a pen? You're either offside or you're not. So
yeah. Well played, Walker there.
He's done well there. Calm from Edison for once, rather than just lumping it forward like he has done so far.
What is Walker doing here? Stop giving it back to Stones and go forward. So annoying. Well, don't give it Walker now because he'll be giving it back to Stones again. De Bruyne. Terrible ball.
I think we've struggled with this United press so far.
I do.
And I don't think the press has been that good. The chance here now because Cancelo's got some space.
Yeah, but he won't beat Wan-Bissaka.
No.
Rodri,
he's done all right there. Poor touch from Rodri.
Go on, Jesus. Go on, Gabriel. Shoot. Oh, why is he trying to beat 10 men.
trying to walk it in.
Read something earlier about him being
Sterling. Oh, that's
really
poor.
good mates with Neymar, Jesus, and sometimes he thinks he is Neymar. You know, Neymar
Yeah.
could probably get out with that.
Yeah.
But Jesus can't. He's not the same player. Just needs to shoot. Cancelo, a little nutmeg on McTominay, and then he's fouled. Gets a corner.
Pat doesn't look too happy there.
It's hard to be happy with how they've played.
Yeah, they've not played great so far.
I think if City were to lose today, he'd be the first manager in a long time to lose 3 derbies in a row.
Yeah, he would be. I think we've dominated the scene since about 2010, haven't we, in terms of derby matches. But it's one result in the season at the end of the day. I know it means a lot to the fans and stuff, and obviously it's great to get a win. I'm not saying I want us to lose, but it is one result at the end of the day.
Yeah,
they beat us twice last season, didn't they?
And still
finished below us.
Mile behind,
Yeah, so, it is just one result at the end of the day.
Bruno Fernandes, is that not travel? Just stood on the pitch
Basketball
walking with the ball.
terminology in there.
I saw a basketball clip the other day, actually. Some lad who had them shoes on, with rollers on the heels.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like wheeling around the court and they're going, is that travel? He's not made a step.
Not, I suppose. Technically not.
Here's Scott McTominay. Ooh, a little flick by
nice
McTominay.
Flick. How many times he tried that at our time in the dressing room with the ball?
Here's Greenwood. He's got space after Fernandes has played him in. Surely Diaz stops him.
Oh.
Not a bad attempt by Greenwood.
No, he could have took it further, really. I think that second touch was a bit too heavy. But it's again, Cancelo again getting caught out. He's either too wide or too narrow at the moment.
He's doing the Wan-Bissaka roll.
Yeah.
And have you not noticed that sometimes... Go on, I think Wan-Bissaka... Jesus is playing left back. If you watch, when they're attacking, Jesus at left back. De Bruyne, who's going to open it. I thought he was going to shoot that.
Fernandinho.
One set for him.
Oh, De Gea's managed to keep it in for once. I'm surprised he ran after that then. And then gives it away anyway. What was the point? Poor from Fernandes there. De
Gea panicked because he was outside of his box and he's never been there before.
No, and there was a defender 20 foot away from him.
There's a pass to Rodri there, Fernand. Look at it. Pogba's playing up front.
United have definitely looked more threatening in the second half so far. Which is a bit worrying.
Pogba and Rashford up front.
Yeah, Greenwood's effectively playing on the wing now.
Here's Cancelo. Oh, terrible by Cancelo. He's had a poor game. The problem is, if you take him off, Wan-Bissaka's just pushed Sterling over there. Sterling's not happy. United are in here. Rashford's in. Oh, good shot, Rashford.
Poor shot from Rashford there. Again, worrying though how it's just one ball again straight through the defence.
Yeah. I mean, if Cancelo wasn't there, Mendy's there, and that's worrying. Yeah, again, it's the space between the full-back and the centre-back.
Centre-back, yeah, that's the problem.
And United's problem is they're too close, and our problem is they're too far wide.
Yeah. Can't keep giving chances away though, because they're going to score one eventually. That pass will be better next time. We need to start creating some of our own.
Edison plays one to Harry Maguire's head. They've been really poor City today.
I think both sides have. Ball, apparently, according to the referee.
Seems to just kick him in the legs.
Yeah. United are looking for this ball through all the time. Between that gap, like we said, I think they've obviously highlighted that at half time. That there is a space.
United are the better side at the moment.
They have been in the second half.
Diaz got to win this. Either he left that on purpose or he did lose the flight of the ball there.
I think he just lost the flight of it in the lights. I think they're quite bright, the lights at Old Trafford. Especially with it being dark as well now. They're on. He's obviously lost it.
Walker, nice little turn there away from Fernandes. De Bruyne. No one there. No. Jesus has been
drifting over. That's the thing. Who do we bring on for him?
I'd bring Ferran Torres, and I mean, I know he's not a striker, but at least he actually put some effort in. At the moment, it's like Jesus is defending. He's not thinking about forward.
It seems to be. He looks like a left back in a striker's position rather than the other way around, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Like he doesn't really know what he's doing. United look comfortable. This press is nowhere near fast enough from City.
No. Oh,
So
Maguire well
Maguire
played.
passes it straight out, but well, yeah, the pressure is not quick enough from City. There's no urgency about them.
Maguire kicks a ball like I'm kicking a balloon. He heads one as well. When he headed that one back to Spurs, against Spurs, he tried to head it back to De Gea. Him just going up every time.
And then just shove Luke Shaw out the way.
No. He is. I just don't understand how anyone looked at him and thought he's class and we should pay 80 million for him.
It was that World Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah, but City would have to. That's another problem I've got with City scouts. How we lost company, right? And we didn't know if we were going to. Walker's giving the ball away.
Poor from Walker.
They didn't know whether company was going to go or not, but they must have some idea of who they would replace him with. So company leaves and they go, right, the only person who can replace Vincent Kompany is Harry Maguire. What?
Yeah.
Is there no one else? No other like defender in the French league or like in the second division of the French league? Just someone that you've sort of a hidden gem you've picked out. No, it's just Harry Maguire, and we want him for 60 million. And you went and paid 80 million. United went and paid 80 million.
I know. It's that World Cup hype. You know, Pickford was the same. Trippier was the same. Obviously, England had a really good World Cup, didn't they? Got to semi-finals and they played well. And then they sort of just lived off that then for the first year. And then people obviously sussed him out. If you look at Pickford now, I don't know how he still gets in the England team or the Everton team. He's horrendous.
Well, Southgate said something the other week, didn't he, about, there's no competition for Pickford, that's why he starts.
Yeah.
I thought, what's that saying to Nick Pope?
Yeah, Nick Pope.
I think he's a good keeper.
Dean Henderson. Yeah. Dean Henderson as well.
Henderson's problem is, I think, if he played regularly for United, he'd be the first choice for England, no doubt.
Yeah.
The fact that he's second choice.
It gives Southgate a bit of an excuse to go, well, he's not playing much club football at the moment. And, you know, I'd still rather pick him if he'd been injured than I've picked for the net, to be honest.
I think United are taking a risk as well, having them two, because they either lose Henderson or lose De Gea. I think stuck in between there.
You know, they've got Romero as well, don't forget. He's still sat there rotting away in the reserves.
Yeah, and they wouldn't let him leave for anything.
Really.
Anything less than 15 million, they said they won't let him leave.
I feel a bit sorry for him, really.
Yeah.
Because he you know, a lot, even now, a lot of other Premier League teams, he'd still be your first choice keeper. Yeah. You know, he is a good goalkeeper. He's not amazing at everything, but he's just good all round. His distribution and stuff like that. So it's a bit of an odd one, really, having 3 potential first team choices and then Lee Grant as well.
Jesus won it back here, and De Bruyne's tried to play him. Was it Rodri? But the terrible pass to De Bruyne. Walker's now give it away.
That's gone out. It's gone out. Poor quality game from both teams. They look a bit leggy, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
I don't know whether it's the fixture congestion and playing Champions League. Was it Wednesday night that you played? City played on Wednesday?
Yeah.
I think United played Tuesday, didn't they? So I don't know whether that's any issue or not, but both teams don't look full of energy.
City need to try and create something, and they need to get De Bruyne on the ball because he's the man who's going to make things happen.
Pep needs to bring a sub on.
Yeah.
He needs to some liveliness in the midfield.
We're lucky to see that. Cancelo's played a nice ball into Jesus here. He should have tried to get Shaw to foul him then. Rodri's in there, beats Pogba in the air.
I think Jesus needs some support behind him in that situation to nod the ball down to.
Kyle Walker's in an attacking position, so nothing's going to happen for this, and he doesn't. He passes it straight to a Manchester United player.
Well, one back, though.
City are controlling the counter at the moment. They're not creating anything going forwards.
No, that's
Sterling.
the problem.
Fouled by Greenwood. Good pass. Cancelo, he's only got a right foot, so he's going to go back inside. He's not. Wan-Bissaka dives in. Now he's on the floor again. Fernandinho with a shot, and it's just wide.
It's wide.
An idea by Fernandinho, but
not a bad effort. Someone needs to take a shot. You know, you don't shoot, you don't score, do you? So
no one's tested there.
To go from there, it's worth a goal from there. I just don't think he wraps his foot around it enough as he wanted to. I think he was probably aiming for that far post and just didn't get round it enough. Well, as we come up to the 60-minute mark, I still can't see a goal being scored.
There's no chances, are there? I can only see United getting a penalty. That's all I can see.
they've had one, haven't they? And obviously it's been ruled out because of offside. I don't know whether that's good defending. Good defending from City, stepping the line up, or Rashford just going too early.
Bit of both, maybe.
Yeah.
De Gea's off his line. Here's Maguire panicking. Up and under.
Well in there from De Bruyne.
Pressing Harry Maguire.
Who's the throw into, though?
City.
Looked like it come off De Bruyne, now, didn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think they had a clue, did they? I think the official just sort of shrugged the shoulders at each other.
As they do.
Yeah.
Fernandinho. Foul by Fernandes. That's it, Fernandinho. Well, Fernandes is moaning as if he's any person ever to moan over a free kick. Look, now he's
about going
way.
Down easily. So we've got Laporte. I can't see who that is. And Mendy warming up.
What's Mendy done to his head?
And Gundogan.
Oh.
Martial and Van der Beek look to be running back towards the United bench here. Potential substitution. Could cause some problems.
Mendy's got a cone on his head, I think. If you've seen
I don't think any of those three subs for City will make any impact whatsoever. Gundogan, Mendy, and whoever else it was, and Laporte.
I'd like to see Foden, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, good ball in, but no one's there.
No one attacking the back post. I think Foden or Bernardo Silva would be my substitution if I was in charge, just to spring a bit of energy into the midfield.
Yeah.
And maybe take off Fernandinho or Rodri. I don't think we need them both in there in this sort of situation.
Always Pogba's away from Fernandinho.
As far as Fernandinho has not fouled him. Is there anyone there? Oh, there is. All right. I thought you just booted it out of play then. United throwing.
Get lost, Fernandes.
Kyle Walker's.
What is Fernandes' problem here?
Don't know. Did you see Vardy the other day against Sheffield?
Smashed that corner flag up, yeah.
He's a Wednesday fan, isn't he, I think? So he just slid into it and snapped it in half.
Kyle Walker's definitely going to foul Fernandes in the box now.
Are we going to show anything else, thanks Sky Sports there, rather than just showing Kyle Walker? Still not.
Fernandes is still moaning.
Well, it's 30 seconds now since the ball went out, and they've still not thrown it back in yet.
Into Pogba. To Harry Maguire, he might shoot here. It's gone backwards.
Like that goal against Tranmere, he's flashbacks.
I remember seeing that on Twitter at the time, everyone going, oh,
it was a great finish. It was a great goal, but it's one of them, it's 99 out of 100 that goes into Rowe's head, doesn't it?
It's the way he ran over the corner flag like he just scored the winner against Barcelona in the Champions League final.
Yeah, in the Champions League final, not 5-0 up against Tranmere.
There's McTominay. Back to Lindelof, into Maguire. Into Shaw. He loves that pass to Luke Shaw. I'd have to have a look at the stats for that, but I'm pretty sure Harry Maguire, most of his passes go to Luke Shaw or out of play.
Yeah, it's because he can't pass with his left foot, isn't it?
No,
Drags it over there with his right foot. Shaw's done well there. No one movement for them. But both teams playing a very similar style of sort of slowly passing it across the back four and then lumping it to the wing.
Maguire got lucky then. That was a terrible pass.
Yeah, he did. Great. Greenwood worked hard there to keep that in. Good feet from McTominay there.
Oh, it's a good ball. McTominay as well.
Fernandes could be in. Oh, well read there from Stones. Stones not had a bad game, to be fair to him.
No. Been solid enough.
Not a great deal to do, but when he has needed, he's been useful.
Wan-Bissaka's hands are all over Sterling.
This game needs a goal.
Needs a goal, yeah.
Something just to inject some energy into him.
Oh, Cancelo's lost it.
Poor from Cancelo again.
Fernandes cuts it back.
Could have chopped back inside there himself, couldn't he? Stones had already overcommitted onto the cross.
That's a foul on Jesus.
That's a foul, I was going to say. Oh, just cleaned him out. I don't think there was any intention behind it. He just sort of ran into him. But
yeah.
Are we going to see a sub here now, potentially?
I mean, Wan-Bissaka can't complain.
No, he's lucky. Couldn't stop himself, could he?
He's lucky, Wan-Bissaka, then, that Jesus wasn't closer to him because he was reaching for the ball, and if he'd gone and stood up on him, he'd be off.
It could have been sent off, yeah.
City persisting with the back three of just passing it round each other. United not pressing anymore, though, if you notice from the front.
Yeah, it's difficult to keep up all game, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
it's I think the more and more this goes on, I think both teams are just going to be happy to get this game out of the way and get home, get rested, ready for the next weekend. I don't think there's any games midweek, is there, this week? So it's probably looking
it's
forward
finished
to a
now,
rest.
hasn't it?
Yeah, looking forward to a rest ahead of the sort of congested Christmas period.
This is poor. This is poor. Oh, Pogba's been sat down by Kyle Walker. That's embarrassing. And he sat Fred down as well, Kyle Walker. Can he make a pass to a City player? He does to Sterling.
Nice ball out.
Sterling beat Wan-Bissaka. I doubt it, but he's going at him. He's gone at him. Wan-Bissaka dives in. How is that a goal kick? I don't know how that's a goal kick. It must be a penalty.
Obviously he's obviously kicked it off him. Torres is coming on.
Is it Mahrez? Or is it Jesus? It is Mahrez.
Mahrez.
You can't complain.
Fair. He's not been great. No, he's not been great. Will this inject a bit of energy into the side?
Probably
hopefully
not.
United looks to be ready in a substitution as well. Looks to be Martial, is it? Ready to come on?
Yeah. That's all right. Put one in Rose a few times.
Yeah, the way he's been playing this season, he's not been on the ball, has he?
He still worries me to come on, though. I think he's a good player. I do think he's a good player.
Yeah, but I do like him. I think he's decent.
He's a bit like Jesus to me. You don't get he's a bit unfair on him. Because he's not really a striker. I don't think Jesus is a striker to me. I think he's a winger.
No, he's a winger. Left winger.
That's like Martial.
Yeah.
De Bruyne. Oh, Sterling dragged all the players into De Bruyne's path. Rodri's got to get this one. He does. Well played.
Pace from Rodri there.
I know. Maybe he can accelerate. It's just when he gets going, he's slow.
Yeah, he's
Torres, he's done Shaw. Oh, he unlucky there.
Good defending from Shaw there. Good recovery.
Yeah.
Good play from Torres, though. Bit of energy injected.
Yeah. Stones, good turn by the Barnsley Beckenbauer. And he's done Rashford as well here. De Bruyne. Got space in the midfield now. Cancelo and Sterling up against Wan-Bissaka. But again, like we said at the start of the game, McTominay's really helping Wan-Bissaka. He's holding his hand on this right-hand side.
Yeah. I think they've got to be careful, City here. It seems to be creeping further forward. Yeah, it looks like it's on, doesn't it? But United haven't left any players forward for now.
Yeah, but the pace of Greenwood and Rashford.
Yeah, they don't need to.
Cancelo with the ball into Jesus. Shoot! De Bruyne! Oh, and it's somehow not gone in.
From Maguire.
Why Jesus didn't turn and shoot?
There. I think he must have thought he was offside. He was looking for the flag almost going up.
Once again, missing chances. Diaz, such calm defending there. Calm, composed, confident to spin Rashford because he was in Rashford if he had done that.
Heart in the mouth there.
Yeah. He's been getting lessons from Edison for blood pressure.
Yeah.
Have you seen the interviews with Edison from the other day?
No.
Stuff about like punching players and that, and when he first met Yaya Toure, he put him in a chokehold and made him tap out and all this.
Yeah, he's a bit of a nutter. Yeah.
United look to counter. Fernandinho does a good tackle on him.
Another one from Fernandinho there, not to get Cardiff. Yeah. Lovely control from McTominay.
Pogba will be writing to his agent now, complaining about it because he never says anything himself. Only his agent speaks for him.
No.
Here's McTominay, is it? Yeah. He's playing like a right midfielder, McTominay, or a right back.
Yeah, he is almost right wing back sort of thing.
Sure. Surely finds Fernandes. Oh no, it's Greenwood. Here's Fred having a bit of a drive at the City defence.
Forward.
Fernandes will shoot. Well played, Rodri. For once he sensed danger. Counter. Come on. Go. De Bruyne. Good ball by De Bruyne. Ferran Torres onto the end of it, on the edge of the box. Got to pull it back for De Bruyne. Oh, it's a nice pass, De Bruyne.
No one in there again, though.
No.
Stayed in. Jesus just doesn't seem to want to attack the ball at the moment. Poor Cancelo's had a shocker.
Yeah, he just kicked it at Wan-Bissaka then.
Yeah, and hope that it'd go past him. Dangerous this now.
Counter.
United have got bodies forward. No,
get up, Pogba.
Tries to get the foul. Never
fell over the ball.
He lost the ball and then just threw himself over Walker, didn't he? Trying to get the free kick.
Wait till he starts doing skills on the edge of his own box and loses it.
Yeah, and gives it away.
He's always been one of them to me that's like, If you watch him on a 10-minute YouTube video, you think he's class him.
Yeah, and then you actually watch him in a game, it's like sometimes he either plays really well for like the full, and he'll play well for the full game, or just doesn't turn up. He doesn't even have like spells in games, does he, where he plays well?
No,
He's just either good or crap.
Yeah,
which is frustrating, and I can see why United fans are getting sick of him.
That's it. It's the consistency
Especially
of him,
with his
isn't
attitude.
it? I don't doubt that he's probably a good player. I don't doubt he's technically, yeah. But he's never showing it, is he? Or he doesn't show it enough anyway. But I don't think even he realises that, does he?
No, I mean, he just, I don't know. Like you said, there always seems to be an excuse where it's always like, oh, does he need someone playing with him in the midfield, and he needs this person here to do this, he needs this person, so he's allowed to get further forward, and it's like, he should be doing it already on his own.
To me, he seems to think that he should be playing for, like, Real Madrid, and not even they want him. No. Sorry, he's looking to pace Luke. I mean, Ferran Torres isn't the quickest, but he's beat Shaw here. He got lucky. Harry Maguire was dealing with it as well.
Done well. United turning back into danger here.
Yeah. Maguire will kick this out of play. Straight to Rodri. Come on, we've got space here. Need Cancelo on the overlap. Sterling. Where is João? Oh, it's De Bruyne instead. To João.
He's on the overlap here now, ball in.
Wan-Bissaka.
Blocked. It's one thing you can rely on Wan-Bissaka to do is block your crosses.
Go to ground.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shaw's
that's sprinting. He's had to sprint, Luke Shaw, and that's enough.
Yeah, that's it. Done his hamstring.
I think that's the first sprint of the game he's had to do there.
Yeah, Martial's coming on now for United. Who's going to be going after, we think, before they hold the board up?
Greenwood.
Who would you take off? I'd take Pogba off. I'd take Pogba off and go for it.
It wouldn't surprise me if he comes off.
We've already got United have already got the two holding midfielders in there.
Yeah.
Do they need Pogba in there really? What's he actually done all game? I'd keep Fernandes on because Fernandes has always got that little moment, like you say. He's not been great. He's not been bad, has he? But he's not had a lot to do. But he can provide that magic. But I can see, like you say, Greenwood probably being the scapegoat to come off again.
Sterling's in the box.
Good ball in.
Should have scored.
Great ball in. Good ball in from Jesus. That.
Yeah, didn't even throw his head at it though. Oh, Shaw's back up.
That's better. Shaw's obviously all right now. I think he was just taking the sting out of the game.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Give it away there by Fred.
City are growing into this game.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
The worry is the counter.
Yeah, like we said earlier, I think they're going to keep. United are going to end up back on the edge of their own box eventually, but that counter attack is always still a risk.
Walker out to Ferran, who's changed the game. I'd say Ferran Torres coming on.
Yeah, he looked lively and actually sort of wanting to do something.
Yeah.
Rather than just sort of being there. Who's coming off?
It is Martial, Greenwood.
Yeah, Greenwood, like we suggested. He's not been bad, Greenwood, to be fair. He's caused some problems for us. But Martial, again, it's pretty like substitution, really. Fast finisher.
Yeah. I think the problem with Martial is he excels on the left-hand side, but so does Rashford.
Yeah.
They both want to come inside, don't they, on that right foot. And I think that's what Mourinho had a problem with at United. He didn't know where to play either of them.
No, that's why they never both seemed to play.
Whichever one played on the right didn't play as well.
No, they didn't.
Martial's gone through the middle now.
Chance here.
Fernandes on the left. Oh, good touch by Bruno.
Poor control. That's unlike him, that. Unusual. You've got to say, though, he's played most games this season for United.
Yeah.
He's going to get tired eventually, isn't he? There's a lot of fixtures at the moment in such a short period of time, especially coming up to Christmas.
You can't just play him in and out every game, can you? And expect him to turn up. I mean, even De Bruyne, City fans have got to understand that you can't play this well every game. Sometimes he's not going to be as good.
It's impossible. I mean, he's not been bad today. Again, I think him and Fernandes have been very similar today. They've not really had the ball into them too much.
Yeah.
They've just sort of done the bit when they can.
Oh, Cancelo got lucky.
Cancelo again.
Lindelof did well to dive in for that one.
Yeah, he did. Wan-Bissaka had overcommitted on the wing.
there's a foul on Jesus there as well by Fernandes that he seemed to get away with.
Yeah, he just helped him up, didn't he? I think that's the thing with Jesus as well, is he doesn't roll about very often, does he? So
No.
he just sort of gets up and gets on with it, which helps the opposition team really. There's another statistic there for you. Goals in the final 15 minutes this season, Manchester United 8.
Yeah,
In the final
Newcastle
15 minutes of games, yeah, less than 9. That was that one last weekend, wasn't it, against Sheffield United?
So I think if United win this, Solskjaer's in hot water a bit. And the thing is with him, whenever he needs a result, he seems to pull it out, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He always seems to pull it out. So
a big result, this.
Yeah.
A big result if they can get the win. Same for us though. If we can take 3 points away from home, it's a good result.
It's that expectation in a derby. You expect your side to win.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even the win, is it? It's just the game.
Rashford's in. Stones to the cross and Edison's out quickly.
It's not even the win. It's that you wouldn't mind if they lost if it was a really interesting game to watch, but it just been very cagey, and it still is. I think you can see them starting to go for it, like we said now at that 75-minute mark. There is a bit more of a urgency, but not much.
I think if whichever team loses, if you're a fan of United, you'd be very disappointed in losing this because you think, we didn't even try. And I think as a City fan, it's the same thing. If City were going to lose this now, as a fan, you're thinking, why have we lost this game? We didn't even look like we wanted to win it. Do you know what I mean?
There's no urgency. Not whatsoever. I don't know if that's because the players are tired from midweek or just, I don't know if they have been told just, don't go full out because there is a risk of losing. It is a big game at the end of the day for them. I know we said it's only one fixture, but 3 points is 3 points at the end of the day.
So you've got a bit of space on this right hand side here.
I think anyone can win the league this year.
Yeah.
I just think it's that sort of league. I think everyone's, not great with the injuries and the COVID and whatnot. And it's anyone's league. I think Tottenham are looking favourites at the moment.
Luke
Torres
Shaw
again doing well.
It has to be a corner or a foul.
It's either one of them, isn't it, by the looks of things?
Because if he's gone flying in like that, if he hasn't won the ball, then he's fouled Torres. I've never understood that.
No, I haven't. It's a bit odd, isn't it? Just because it's gone out of play, sort of thing. It's just give a goal. It's just an easier decision for the referee to give a goal kick. They don't have to think about it. They can just give the goal kick and get on with it.
United persist to play out from the back. They've done it well though. Sterling, poor.
The City press has not been fast enough or aggressive enough than it usually is. Seems to be overloading the right hand side here, United now.
They know Cancelo's the weak point.
Yeah, I think Martial's sort of gone down the middle, like you say, as a bit of a focal point to sort of bounce the ball off. Shaw's sort of playing left wing for him here now.
Maguire left wing back.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What a combination.
The thing is with Maguire, would he have been as bad if he played for City? Do you know what I mean?
Probably not, because you've got better defenders with you, haven't you? Just make you look better.
Yeah, I think alongside Laporte, he might have looked all right, really.
Yeah, and with Walker and whoever else at left back, it does make you look better when you do play with better players.
Just his mobility is terrible. His ability to get around the pitch. Here's Sterling sitting on the counter. Wan-Bissaka fouling him. He's got to switch this to Jesus, which he does against Maguire. Oh, terrible foul by Harry Maguire.
Surely first yellow card of the game.
It is.
First yellow card of the game for Maguire there. Good tactical foul.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, if he goes past him, he's got, I think, De Bruyne to his left and Ferran Torres to his right.
Maguire didn't need to put his foot in there. Jesus had already made his mind up about going down before he'd even got the contact.
Yeah.
Could have pulled his foot away. Deserved booking, though.
Yeah, because like I said, he had Ferran to his right, De Bruyne to his left.
This is dangerous for United here, this. So there's a chance for De Bruyne.
I can't see it. I just can't see him scoring one. He's not. He doesn't seem like he's in that mood to me.
Yeah, where he's not got the usual sort of energy, has he? Going forward, like he usually does. Shows how interesting this game's been, because I got a notification from Sky about 15 minutes ago saying VAR penalty overturned for United. And that's been it all game. There's been nothing else from them.
That'll be Ollie's press conference. He'll be saying, well, we should have had a penalty. We
Yeah.
would have won it.
Yeah, we would have won that if that penalty had been given. Well, Rashford was offside. Fred doing his tactic of lying behind the wall again, like he did against Southampton when Ward-Prowse scored that free kick.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully De Bruyne can put this one in straight on Harry Maguire's head. That wall seemed strangely close to me.
Yeah, but what I noticed was United were stood behind the white line that the referee had put down, but City players then had a wall of their own in front of it. Why are they in there as a wall of their own? I don't know if it's to try and block the keeper's view or what, but it's a bit odd.
Rodri with a switch to Varane.
Floaty ball in. Luke Shaw as well there.
He's still appealing for a goal kick though somehow.
Torres has looked good since he's come on. He's been the best player, and he's only been on 10 minutes, and he's been City's best player.
What a signing he was for 20 million.
Yeah, unbelievable really for him to let him go for so cheap.
And the fact that no one else were interested. Like
Was
they
it
were.
Valencia?
Yeah, I think there were other teams interested. It's just the fact that maybe he did want to come to City. He said he loved David Silva growing up. That's why he's got the number 21 as well. And he wanted to follow the same path as him.
Some of that's obviously going on at Valencia because they let a load of players go cheap, didn't they? They let Parejo and Coquelin go cheap as well, didn't they? And I think they've just let Kondogbia go, haven't they, as well?
Yeah.
Which is a bit strange.
Wan-Bissaka tries a ball in behind to Rashford. Not a bad idea.
I think he was offside anyway.
Come on,
Is there
City.
going to be a goal in this final 10 minutes?
Need to see something from City here.
Just a bit of a reassurance. I think if we went to Liverpool and played like this away at Liverpool, we'd be 4-0 down by now.
Yeah.
If we tried to play like this against them. We've not really
City.
Dominated the ball either.
Stones. John Stones.
See, I told you. Prone to a mistake.
Diaz saved him there.
So Diaz has probably been man of the match so far.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of little attacks like that he's sort of snuffed out. Rashford getting in behind earlier, and he's played quite well, to be fair.
De Bruyne's nicked it. Sterling. City are on the counter here. Sterling into De Bruyne. Wan-Bissaka's fouling Sterling. De Bruyne plays a heavy pass. Maguire.
Get up.
Maguire's all over Sterling there, but why is Sterling gone down?
I thought Maguire was going to clean him out when he ran over.
I did.
If you look at him running over here, I thought he was going to dive in, but it's poor from Sterling. Yeah. He's gone down way too easily.
Why is Sterling gone down like that?
Especially having the ball in the box there. Poor game today, Sterling. He's not been the best, has he?
No. What a boring game.
It has another dull game.
Maybe we jinxes.
Yeah, had 2 games, 2 dull ones.
Yeah, it was a 3-0, weren't it, in the midweek?
Yeah, they won last week, didn't they? But it still wasn't very interesting to watch, was it?
No. But maybe there's a goal to be nicked at the end here, and if it's a goal for Manchester United, that'll be incredibly disappointing.
I just can't see a goal going in. Foden there and Bernardo Silva not been anywhere near the pitch.
Get Foden
which is
on.
Unusual. I thought, get one of them on.
Not Bernardo. Yeah. I don't like Bernardo Silva. I've come to the realisation that he's a one-season wonder. Honestly,
he could have been good. He'd been good in this game today. I feel just to add some energy into the midfield. Yeah. I know he just runs about quite a lot, but it's needed in games like this to get everyone else going.
Well played, Sterling. He's done well to hold that up. Oh, Sterling.
I saw the United players appealing for that there. I thought, how are you offside there? Poor from Sterling. Normally Jesus that's hanging about offside.
I know.
It can't be there, can it? It can't be offside in your own half.
Yeah. Been training too much with Jesus, maybe.
Yeah, following his runs.
Yeah. When the ball comes in, run this way, Jesus says. And you'll always get the ball in front of the goal, but you'll be offside.
Yeah. If you just stand here, Raheem, then you'll get the ball all the time.
What, Jesus playing defensive midfield?
He's been quite good. He's been better defensively than he has going forward.
But it's like that away game against Real Madrid when he played left wing back.
Mm.
Oh, that's a foul. Clear foul.
Nutmeg from Torres there. Nice little nutmeg. Oh,
Luke Shaw.
Didn't want Guardiola's help there to get up.
Luke Shaw's a big lad to run round.
He is. Seems to struggle with his weight, doesn't he? It's a bit odd.
Yeah. There's a few of them, isn't there? Like Aguero's another one for it. Hazard,
Yeah,
he's
and
another one.
Hazard, yeah,
Yeah.
they seem to sort of fluctuate in weight quite a lot. It must just be the sort of metabolism.
Yeah. Or
The
maybe the way they
thyroid
built.
sort of thing. Yeah, they sort of struggle to keep weight off.
Yeah. Which is odd because
Feeding him.
when he'd seen him at Southampton, he was small,
Yeah,
weren't
he
he?
was stick thin. He was stick thin, wasn't he? He's a big lad though. You know, he's 6 foot. I know he don't look it on the TV, but he is.
Yeah.
I think he is 6 foot, and he or 5'11". So he's not small, but
No.
he's quite stocky.
Come on, Rodri.
Poor
Rodri.
ball again. Just
City were trying to build something then. Yeah, City were trying to build something then, and Rodri just passed it straight back to his own goal nearly.
Nice ball from Torres again there.
Jesus, Fernandinho, Jesus. Got Torres out wide.
Kicked by Pogba there, passes it back.
This is the problem with Jesus. He's doing everything on the edge of the box, and there's no one in there to actually finish it.
De Bruyne needs to be the one picking the ball up in those positions.
Yeah. Oh, Cancelo.
Oh, poor Cancelo's had an absolute shocking game. Chance for United here on the counter.
They won't.
Martial goes down. That's not a foul.
What can he do about that?
Oh, well, cheeky. Nice little romantic moment there. Yeah, I thought they were going to.
Is he booking him? What can he do about that? What can he do about that?
That wasn't a foul. Martial stopped and just let him hit the back of him.
Yeah.
Because he knew he'd lost the ball.
What a dull game this has been.
It has been. It has been again. Someone's going to nick it late, I feel. Just got that bad feeling. But United are going to nick it late. Be great if City nick it late.
Yeah, but I don't think they will.
No, I don't.
They're not that side. They're not that side. United are.
Like you say, when Solskjaer needs a result, they seem to get one.
The thing is, if we got a penalty, chances are we miss it.
Yeah.
Get Edison on them.
United are going counter-attack down the other end.
Yeah. Like Watford and who was it?
Yeah, just Leicester in the
Leicester,
playoffs. Yeah. A great moment, that. Lovely switch of play from Maguire there.
Into Wan-Bissaka, who's going to try and get across, and he's not.
No, he's not. He's passed it back. Sensible. Pogba gives it away again.
Only one sub from both sides.
Yeah, it's unusual. United.
Oh, Fernandes in space.
Oh, poor shot. But dangerous again. Yeah. No one picking him up. Martial in loads of space. Cancelo can't make his mind up again.
Look at Cancelo's going wide.
Defender's backing off there. Surely, as a defender, when someone picks the ball up on the edge of your box, you take a step forward to them, especially when he's not got any momentum going forward.
Jesus on his right-hand side now.
City subs just strolling back to the bench, which I presume that sort of indicates that no one's coming on. They've had the little 10-minute warm-up, haven't they, and go and sit back down again.
Come on, City, go forwards. Back to Edison. Edison lumps it up.
Forward. No one there to lump it to, though, is there?
No, they've got no big man. They refuse to sign a big man. Yeah, imagine.
Or Jovetic or someone like that.
Negredo. He were good.
Yeah.
For 6 months, but he were good. Oh, City on the attack here, though. Cancelo. He's got Sterling. Maguire. Sterling, poor again. It's more interesting going down Sterling than actually trying to get the ball.
I was just about to say Sterling looked like he tried to play for a foul again there, because I think he thought Maguire was going to come across the front of him. Tried to go down to get the penalty, rather than actually, like you say, trying to play the ball and score. Poor from him. He's had a poor game, Sterling.
Yes. I think they all have, to be fair. Other than maybe, I'd say Diaz
and Torres.
Yeah. Fernandinho's not been too bad.
Yeah, Fernandinho's been okay. Just done his usual sort of job, hasn't he, in there, breaking the play up, but...
I wouldn't say Jesus has been bad, but he's been same old Jesus. He's not been bad, but he hasn't scored again.
If he was a centre midfielder, he'd have had an alright game, but as a striker, he's not created enough opportunities for himself.
No.
I think he struggles to create opportunities for himself.
Yeah.
He needs them sort of put on a plate for him, doesn't he, almost?
Diaz. A little overhead.
Communication there. He was in again. Cancelo just sort of stood there.
Yeah.
Just in the way.
Maguire got lucky as well, and United on the counter. Rashford. Fred. His movement for United. Fernandes.
See, now they've took Greenwood off. They've just got no right wing presence.
Fernandes on his left foot. Looked to put one in the top corner there, Bruno Fernandes. And it
Not
went
a bad
far
effort.
wide.
No one there on the right wing. But luckily Cancelo's actually in the position. Oh, I think Edison had that covered there.
You'd hope so. Well, whoever
Yeah, you would
scores
like
now,
so.
it'll be a Fergie time goal.
How many minutes are we guessing? I'm going to say 4. That's what they
2.
normally do. Oh, 2. They normally had 4 on, don't they,
Yeah.
in games like this?
2 minutes.
Ugh,
Walker
that's
sends
the
one
low.
to Ferran. Shaw lumps it into Rowe's head.
Yeah.
Come on, City. Grab a late one now. Walker.
Taking about an hour to get the throw in.
Walker into Rodri. Rodri!
Rodri
Oh, I
lines one
thought,
up. Oh,
I thought it was going in the bottom corner.
Oh. You'd have been worried if that had beaten De Gea at that pace, wouldn't you? As a United fan.
If you could have got some
No
power
rush
in that
from
then.
No rush from United to get going here. Seems
No,
they're sort of
they're
happy
happy.
with the draw.
Well, they're still above us, aren't they?
Yeah.
1 point ahead still. Walker. I mean, why he's jump for that Kyle Walker? I've no idea.
Too busy grabbing all the Pogba. Wanted to stop
Yeah.
him winning the header.
Well, I think that's
Backwards
going to be
again.
it. Unless United
Yeah.
score now.
I can't see it. I think Rashford's offside there anyway.
Send it, Edison. Come on. 50 seconds or so, 40 seconds for Manchester City to grab a winner. Cancelo.
Lumps it forward.
To
Surely
Jesus, he's on.
He's offside.
He's on.
Apparently.
Gabriel.
Chance.
Shoot! Oh my word. Gabriel Jesus with his free chance to shoot. He cuts it back. De Bruyne has smashed it over the bar. Jesus offside
he's
anyway.
offside.
Why didn't he just
Now
shoot?
they've flagged him off. Now they flagged him off. I was going to say, surely he was a mile off there. Yeah, he's a mile off.
Yeah. But why didn't you shoot anyway?
That's going to be it, like you say, I think.
Yeah.
As soon as this comes over the halfway line, I think that will be full time. Disappointing
Like,
performance.
But the more worrying thing is if he was onside, how come he's not shooting there?
I know. When he just sort of fainted the shot. Where's De Gea going? Oh, it's all the way up here, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think that's going to be full time.
You'd hope so. We hope that they don't nick one here now.
That is full time.
That's full time. Disappointing result though.
0-0, a terrible game. Two sides, he didn't want to score really.
No, I think it was. They both didn't want to put the risk out, did they, of conceding? They were too worried about conceding rather than scoring themselves.
Yeah.
Poor
And I mean, a point's not too bad, but I suppose if Spurs go and win.
That's it's starting to get creeping away from everyone, aren't they?
And
Chelsea
Liverpool
as well. Yeah, I think they're going to be 3 contenders.
When I look at it, I wouldn't see Liverpool go to Old Trafford and play for a draw.
No. And Tottenham certainly didn't when they were there. They battered them, didn't they? So
yeah,
it's
disappointing
going to be.
result.
Yeah, it is a disappointing result. That.
Same as usual though. Can't finish our chances. Gabriel Jesus there. I mean, I know he was offside, but why is he not shooting anyway?
No, I don't know. I think City certainly had the better of the chances, like you say, in the first half. They didn't have any in the second half, really. Clear-cut ones, but they should have been 2-0 up going into half-time.
Yeah,
Sterling
exactly.
and Mahrez, 2 chances. I think Ruben Diaz had a good game. I think
he did.
He impressed. He played quite well, to be fair, albeit he didn't have a great deal to do.
Who was your man of the match then?
I'd probably give it to Ruben Diaz, with it being
Ruben
a 0-0.
Diaz.
Just he
Yeah.
blocked a few chances, didn't he? So stopped a few
Yeah,
attacks, but other than
I'd
that,
say-
no one else did anything.
I'd say Diaz was the best player out there as well. I can't
Yeah,
really think of
Torres
anyone
looked
else.
That was the only promising thing. Was Torres looked good when he came on?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
And affected the game a bit. It'd been nice to see him start or maybe come on a bit earlier than he did. But he
yeah. I
did
mean,
look to
Mahrez
affect
was
it.
terrible.
Yeah, it's a bad performance from Mahrez.
How many
He
times?
probably
is
should
that
have got
gonna
dragged off at half time.
happen? Yeah,
Well, that's it. How many times?
you could have
found
dragged them
yourself
all off
saying
though.
that? Yeah,
You could have dragged them all off at half time. Same for United, to be
he could.
fair. Well,
See
City
there,
in
7th and 8th in the table.
mid-table battle.
Yeah, well, Villa are right behind you.
Well, and as well,
That's worrying.
if City had won that, they would have been only 1 point off, wouldn't they? Spurs, I think.
Yeah, that's it. It's a bit of a thingy season this season so far. Sheffield United sat at the bottom on 1 point. Worrying starts the season if you're a Sheffield fan.
A Hassel with
Not
13.
looking
You're down in
Yeah.
15.
That's shocking. Shocking.
Well, another dull game, but another
Yeah.
game nevertheless. We will be doing plenty more lives on this channel. Match reaction, interactive lives. So please continue to watch them. As you see, Jaden there, a big supporter of this channel, Jaden. I know at the start he said that you really did love the channel, so thank you very much, despite being a United fan. And you're right, it was a stalemate, unfortunately. But two sides didn't want to really attack, did they? So
no, Southampton away next weekend. That's not an easy trip.
Yep, so probably another live then for the Southampton away. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye from me.
See you later.
Goodbye.